Hamburger. I don't know why I just said hamburger, but whatever. That's what I do. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on with everybody? Catch my people coming in. 2A Drayway, what's up? Jason Ewing, Coy, my main man. R. Scott, Shanna Ewing. The Ewings are in the building. What's good? Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. That'll be amazing. Locked in Defense, what's up, brother? Old school. 77. Kingdom Defense, what's good? What's good? My Fly family in the building. What's up, bro? Real deal. Big Fish. What up, my boy? Zach in the building. Everybody good? I hope y'all good tonight. I hope everybody doing amazing. Mr. R. Daniels, how are you, sir? Dan. What's happening, man? Hot Tub Tony. What up, brother? Cabo Sports. We got to hit Stanmore. Let's do it. You tell me. You tell me when you're ready. Young Wolf 6.5. What's good? What's good? What's good? Nola Saint. Loud Arms. 2A. What up, bro? Devil Row. My guy. What's happening? I hope everybody doing amazing on this Taco Tuesday. I hope y'all doing great on this here Taco Tuesday, man. I'm actually, funny part is I did have tacos today. Don't judge me. It's just what I did. It's like, it's the easiest thing to buy. Well, the inexpensive thing to buy on Tuesdays. It's just not a bad idea. Common Sense Media Group, what's happening? Oh. You came in going. Too Rich, what's good? Calvin Carbine, how are you, sir? Shut up, Big Fish. That is not true. That's not true, man. Chicago Mike, the shooter. What's up? C-Man, what it do, brother? What's up with y'all? Hootie hoo. What up, bro? Ramsey J. What's up? Big Zoe, what's to it? Gorilla Nation. What's happening, man? D-Lo Iraqs Reacts. What up? QB, what it do, nephew? Rodney Brady, New York City up in here. BP. What's happening, man? Ooh-wee. Hey, man, your math is really bad. That is definitely not 37. Tactical Hype Beast, what's up? Philip McCain, how are you? How are you, man? Big Z, what's good with you? Oh, I bought a new everyday carry. I'd like to know what that is, man. Don't be teasing us. What you got? Nah, Mike, I didn't get the Hellcat Pro yet. How about you, brother? You got it? And if so, how you like it? If not, are you gonna get it? Tennessee in the building. R. Scott, what's good, man? A-Cart 91, what's happening? Make sure you guys please hit the like button for me. That'd be great. Big Tap, how you doing, man? Dre Hill, 317, what's up? Renee Lewis. Andre T. Miss Audrey Willis, how are you? How's everybody? Trying to make sure I speak to you guys as you come in, since we're coming in here so fast. I'm looking at the Hellcat. I hear that Hellcat Pro is good. I did hold it. I did hold it, man. Roadblock, what's up? What's going on with you, man? So I'm gonna start talking, man. I know it's gonna be more people coming in, but I personally I changed up a little bit because tonight, T, how are you? Tonight we was gonna do the Rate Your Guns Code edition, but I changed it up, and I'll tell you guys why shortly. But we're gonna resume that on Thursday night, so that should be fun. Triple S Bandits, what's good? What's good? If I miss you, pardon me. Just speak again. Hopefully, I see you. Beyond FGD, what's good? But I changed it up a little bit. A subject that I like to talk about too, in terms of things like practicality, what we need versus what we want. Because there's a lot of you guys in here got like too many guns. Like Hootie Hoo and people like that. Too many guns. Just way too many. Trucker Trend, what's up, man? Shout out from Chicago. That's right, man. I like when the people from my city be checking in. That's a beautiful thing, man. Good to see you, brother. So, yeah, I decided to switch it up tonight. And before I can go any further, man, listen. Yesterday was a weird day because y'all know on Mondays I don't go live or nothing. And I forget what I was doing. I was working on something, and I get a message from BP on IG. He said, "Hey man, did you know Lead Farmer 73 shouted you out?" And I said, well, I didn't know what he was talking. Like I didn't know. Well, he said he's shouting you out now or something like that, and I didn't know what he was talking about. So I'm on IG looking, right? And it wasn't on IG. He was on Instagram. So he wasn't on IG. He was on Instagram. Boy, am I slow as a turtle. He was on YouTube. So I shoot over to YouTube, jump in his live, and it was crazy. Like, so, I commented in his live, and the brother shouted me out. I can't appreciate him enough, man. My subs, so many people started coming over subbing. So it's been super dope because these guys are in the prepper community, man. The prepper community and 2A community are super synonymous, right? So like they go hand in hand. That's why I do prepping live sometimes. And I mean, the community over there with Lead Farmer 73 is very similar to what we have here, except 1,000 times bigger. But it's prepping stuff. So if you guys that are looking to learn more in the area of prepping, like I am, these guys, like, it's something serious, man. I was learning just listening, and I've been checking them out. I've checked them out a couple times since yesterday. Very impressed with the brother. Super cool, humble guy, man. So shout out to Lead Farmer 73, man. He's big, super big over there. And if not, not to say not, I mean, if not, Big Fish sent some money and I got sidetracked. Thank you, Big Fish. Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, man, definitely close to 10K, and a lot of that is due to Lead Farmer 73. See, hi T. She said, yes, I'm new from Greenhouse Lounge, and that's what they call the community over there, the Greenhouse Lounge, man. I'm talking about it was like 1,500 people in the live. It was crazy. It was bananas. So a lot of those people gonna be coming over here checking us out, man, because so many of them subbed, and I want to be able to provide what we do anyway, but just let them know that if you guys have any questions, being new gun owners, ask it in the chat. Or if you're looking or you're curious about owning something, or you own a gun and have a question about it, ask the question. If I don't see it, I'm more than certain that somebody out there in the chat will see it. It's a bunch of super knowledgeable men and women in this chat Appreciate you, man. Locked in. He sent me $2 toward my staccato fund. My man, appreciate that. Um, but yeah, ask any questions you guys may have, man, because it's a bunch of super knowledgeable people. I'm still learning myself, so I mean, I know some things. Don't get it twisted. I don't not know anything, but there's so many out here that are way, way, way more knowledgeable than me. So feel free to ask that. And tonight we're gonna get into what our subject is. T says, I have a question. Let it rip. I'm gonna see if I see it. Zach, if you see it before me, let me know, sir. Thank you, Frank C. What we need, what we want could be difficult. Sometimes what we need right about now is gas. Hey man, you ain't lying. That definitely gonna give me 1 gallon. What gun should I buy? P.S. Your Bulls got smacked. Bulls did lose to the Sixers, man. We unhealthy, man. We done lost 5 in a row, bro. We looking bad right now. T said, what gun should I buy for a beginner? Now, that's a very interesting and tough question. So I will just stick with me, and I will get to that because it's very difficult. It's different for everybody. So it's gonna. I'm gonna end up answering that question with a question, like asking you, do you already own? Well, you said, what should I buy as a beginner? So you don't own a gun at all. It depends on where you're located. What do you need to be able to buy a firearm? Get yourself legal and in position to buy it first. And I'm gonna bring some guys on that are, really, really knowledgeable, way more so than me. Greenhouse, but I'm here to learn from you. I'm a novice. There you go. Okay, Miss Audrey Willis, I appreciate you. Boy, I'm so far behind on the comments. I'm not gonna be able to keep up. I can tell y'all. I'm 70, no longer that strong. I've been warned by a lady friend not to get a piece. It's hard to crack, heavy to hold. Any ideas? Oh yeah, plenty of ideas. B Sweat, plenty. I give you some things that you'll be able to do. A couple firearms that you'll be able to buy that'll be perfect for you. I believe. No experience. Okay. You're in the right place. If I miss your comment, just ask it again because there'll be a lot of comments flying through, so I may miss some of them. I'm gonna bring my boy in here real quick so he can help me catch comments and answer some of these questions as well. And anybody out there, I'm gonna post a link. What's up, bro?
What up?
My boy Zach. For those that's new that don't know Zach, that's Zach. That's all I'm gonna say. Fat Guy with Guns is his YouTube channel. Somebody asked a question earlier. That was T. Says I'm a beginner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a difficult question to answer. I mean, because it's gonna be different for everybody,
right?
And if you are brand new, then what gun to buy is probably not the question. I would say look into some training, perhaps,
right?
Something similar to what went on with Nicole. In your area, try to get some training, and maybe we can help you with that, depending on what area you in. Give you some people to contact, help you look into that. Tap in. What's good, brother? And then B Sweat says, I'm 70, no longer strong. I've been warned by a lady friend not to get a piece that's hard to cock and heavy to hold. Any ideas? Do you own any firearms now, B Sweat? So Real TV, what's good? How you doing?
Bro.
Yeah, what's happening?
Mod my Fat Guy with Guns, man. Please. It's in the chat.
Let me get my phone. You're going to have to comment again because I'm going to miss it.
Oh, well. I do it right now.
Red Phoenix, what up?
I just put it in there. Just
what's going on with you, man? Oh, look, Roadblock. Thanks, man. Y'all want to hit the staccato fund, man. You got to hit the Cash App, too. Hit the Cash App. So, look, I was finna mess with Roadblock. I ain't going to give you no hard time tonight, man. Let me get in here. If you guys just coming in the chat, please hit the like button for me. I'll get you right.
Okay.
Hold it down for me for a second while I do that. You know I'm not good at multitasking, man.
Thank you, Audrey. Yeah, we're trying to get the profile stuff set up, people. Hope everybody's having a good night. See, Motor City, my family, Audrey. I do remember you from last night. Good to see you. Red Phoenix, Billy, Trucker
How you
Trent,
speak?
what's up? All right.
So you guys kind of hang around. Okay, so you're a beginner as well. Okay. Just hang around. Just check it out. We're gonna talk, and as we go, I'm telling you, you pick up on a lot of information. I'm positive of that. So tonight I want to talk about needs versus wants. Right? Now we always kind of had a conversation indirectly in the chat, but tonight we'll have it directly. So first of all, for the most part, we all believe everybody should own a firearm, right? I mean, we can all agree on that.
Yeah. What up, Beyond?
I mean, you should have something to be able to protect your family, some type of defense, a firearm for defense, home defense. If it's legal in your state or city, even a conceal or the ability to carry a firearm as well. Just because you have the right to protect yourself, and you should. Now, with that being said, a lot of us in here, being 2A people and gun people. So you guys that's new, I'm just saying this part, that so many people in here own firearms and own a lot of them too. Lord have mercy.
It's an old
I'm
channel.
talking about me. I'm talking about them. Anyway, so real, so you got 7.
Nice.
Coming up. I don't know why I said he.
Right, that ain't he.
Yeah. I'll try. My eyes bad. I can't see the thumbnail, so pardon me. But so many people here own so many. So I'm gonna say it like this. And then anybody, matter of fact, we're gonna post a link too.
Are they from Russia?
Anybody who want to come in and ask any questions or comment on this, you guys are welcome. So to me, any and everybody need, or when you need that. To me, you need that universal handgun. To me, and when I say universal, I'm talking about something that you can have for home defense and something that you can carry. Right. Now, a lot of us get fancy. I'm not going to say us. A lot of y'all get fancy, and you have something you can carry and you can have at home. You got a different gun for everything. But in terms of need, I think you need that firearm that you're comfortable with. Carbon Q, how are you, ma'am?
What's up, Q?
You need that firearm that you're comfortable with, that can be your home defense gun, or you could carry it. I think everybody should have.
What's up, Donna?
I don't know about need, but some may say need a shotgun, especially in the home.
I say that's one of them. Yeah,
that would be a need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want to have, you probably need. I guess some people say you don't need one gun. I heard a guy tell me that one time. And he was some training guy. He said he thinks any individual only needs one firearm.
I don't agree with that.
You should get a full-size firearm, and that's what you need. That's what he said to me. I don't know if I agree with it either.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe I just can't agree with it.
But I kind of think that, to get started, obviously, you need one. You need the first. You got to get started somewhere.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I think you should have your home defense gun, which is, and my black is beautiful. How are you, darling?
Hey, my black is beautiful.
My thing is this, and I say this so often. People always use that term home defense gun, and I just said it myself. And I'm one of the people that don't really believe in a home defense gun, right? Like, I don't think it's a such thing.
Whatever's closest.
Yeah, whatever's closest to you. If you have, if anything happened, you better pick up whatever you got close to you and use it. So my thing is, you get you a firearm that you're comfortable with, and I think everybody should have those few pieces, that pistol that you're comfortable with, especially like for ladies. A bigger, stronger, like a full-size firearm is better for females to me. And I learned that over time because obviously it helps with the recoil, easier to handle. Because people think this, you get the little small guns and that's just pretty. They give you that little pretty pink gun at the store. Oh, I like that one. And then they get it almost tear their wrists off.
Right.
So you don't want that. My Fly family.
What's up, young fella?
Boy, got a heel on his head, don't he? Yeah. Yeah, right? Is that the camera angle or what? What's
right? Got a heel on his head.
I don't know what it is.
What's going on, bro?
Everything cool. How you feel?
Good, man. Good. So tonight we're discussing need versus want.
Yeah.
All right. See, some of the matter of fact, let me welcome everybody. Alex, what's up, little bro? Let me welcome everybody here for the first time. And there's gonna be some terms that you guys are gonna hear get used, especially if you're new to firearms. You're gonna hear me use the term gun snob. When you hear me say that, this applies to individuals who only buy high-end and very expensive firearms. This is a phrase that I've coined on YouTube and made very popular. Gun snob. So when you hear me say that, you understand what I'm talking about. There's quite a few gun snobs in this chat tonight. Quite a few. So you'll hear that term. Another term you'll hear me use is ugly. Because some of my friends in here, never mind, I'm not going to go there. Hoodneck, what's up?
What up, Hoodneck?
But no, I'm joking. But gun snob is definitely a term you're going to hear me use a lot. So when you hear me use it, it's nothing insulting. When I'm talking to these guys, most of them are friends. So, and we joking here a lot. So ain't no telling what I might say about somebody.
What up, STD?
What they might say about me. So this is what we do. We have a lot of fun over here. Now, with that being said, Billy.
Shalom.
Go ahead.
Needs versus. See you later, Billy.
Where you go?
I don't know what just happened. He just hung up.
What up, Ronnie?
He just left.
All right. What up, Blaze?
I'm becoming a gun snob. Don't let me fool you.
Here we go.
Starduster 2, how are you? Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, hey, Starduster. What happened, man?
Awesome. Hey, man, why you just do that, bro?
Damn, what happened?
I was in the middle of talking to you.
What up, Daryl B?
And you just left. I see Daryl B out there.
Yeah, you do.
Boy, if I knew how to block you, Daryl B, I'd do it. You deserve it. I ain't seen Daryl B in so long, man. He probably got a gun store now.
What up, C-Man?
So we was discussing before you hung up on me. Needs versus want. Right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point are you past the need part?
5 guns.
You have what?
People say
5 guns.
Yeah, people say that 5-gun thing.
You really think it's a 5-gun rule?
I think so.
So
definitely.
So think about a person that don't own a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
That's brand new. So they coming in the game 5 in the hole.
5 in the hole already. Behind it.
I mean, see that's what I'm saying. See, that'll put pressure on somebody that's not knowledgeable or that's new to firearms. So you'd be like, man, I got to get 5. I just need to get my first one.
Yeah, just
get going.
You gotta get your first joint.
And I think it's important that for people that don't own anything to just get something that they're comfortable with and become comfortable shooting that firearm.
Facts.
Is that Erica? Hi, Erica. If that's Erica.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Erica, how you doing?
Wonderful. Good to see
So
you.
listen, I think that everybody should have a gun in their household. I think you should have a revolver, a shotgun, and a pistol. And I think if you're a single woman, you should have one in every single room.
Whew.
That's good. That's great information.
I wouldn't say 5 different calibers, no.
Now look at this. Daryl B, a great point. I think he was one of the people that said that. You only need one and learn how to use it. There's literally people that feel that way. Like because you need that one. You definitely need to know how to use a firearm. If you buy a firearm, having it and not knowing how to use it is just as good as not having it.
Mhm.
Thank you, Donna.
That's true.
Donna Divine Prepping. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My EDC is 38. What do you think? I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I think Erica just made a great point as well. And actually, her 3 guns was better than what I was thinking. You need a pistol. A revolver is great for a new gun owner. The biggest setback on a revolver is capacity in my mind.
I agree.
Outside of that,
It's a huge setback. But if I can throw this in there, when you have a firearm coming into a home, you have to understand and realize that you're bringing that in the house for everybody that lives in the house. So when that comes on the house, you don't want them to live in fear. If you have, children of that age, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, a husband, a teenager, whatever, everybody has to be able to be proficient in that same gun, or else there's no reason to bring it in the house, because it would be unsafe if everybody didn't understand that. And a revolver is kind of a universal training tool.
Okay. So for somebody who's, I guess, brand new, would you recommend a revolver?
Yeah, as the
So
first
what is
gun.
a revolver? That's a great question.
That's a good question.
Can we get a picture of a revolver and put it up here just to
Let me
so
try
we
to
can get
find
an
one.
idea? Show
me
what a
try.
revolver is.
Let me find one. Give me a second.
And 38 is a great caliber to be a first caliber. You're not going to be accurate. You're not going to be amazingly great with a revolver, but the basic 5 principles and the comfort level is going to build onto that.
Yeah, I'll get that up there. We'll show you what a revolver is.
I got one, bro. Let me see if I can share it.
So, because in my mind, when you're dealing with semi-automatic, it's going to require some level of training, especially if you're brand new. These are revolvers right here, T. So basically, with a revolver, once you learn how to load it, or once it's loaded, theoretically, you don't have to do anything else but pull the trigger, aim it and pull the trigger to fire it. So it makes it's simple to use. So, that's why I think a revolver is a great gun for somebody who has no experience. To me, they're great for home defense. I mean, because most revolvers are 6 shots.
Mostly
5 or 6.
5 and 6, yeah.
Because in most cases, if you let off 6 shots and the threat ain't gone, it done got real. So what's your thoughts on the judge? I have one. We was just talking about a judge
today.
So for people that don't know, the judge is the gun that it's a revolver like we just showed, but it actually shoots shotgun shells. It shoots like small shotgun shells.
410.
I mean, some people say the judge is not a practical gun.
Amazing for hidden home defense. A get-to gun, which means if you have an intruder in the front of the house, keep it in the back, keep one in the front. I mean, if you have the ability to have 2, but a 410 shotgun shell with buckshot or birdshot in the home is an amazing choice, and is a great choice for the novice shooter.
That's an interesting statement.
BP, I'd love for you to come in here and
right.
Expound. I'm getting my vocabulary together tonight. Skilly, what up?
What's up, Skilly?
So and this is the thing. I promise y'all, we were just having this conversation earlier today
Mhm.
about not only the judge, and then somebody just said minimum 3 mags, 100 rounds each caliber. I say that's what Trucker Trend said.
Mhm.
So think about it this way:
For
you
10
got
bucks,
multiple
right?
people that are in here tonight who don't own a firearm, maybe brand new, and don't know what we're referring to. So sometimes, like, terminology can confuse somebody.
Mhm.
So to keep terminology kind of simple, well, I want to try to keep terminology as simple as possible. So if we say something, or you hear a term, or y'all hear a term, just ask, what is that?
Right.
Hold on, this guy got on a funny hat.
Hey everybody,
Hey,
how you
real
doing?
deal, what's up?
Not
What's
much.
going on, brother?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, my thing would be, if you want your first gun and you don't plan on carrying it, and it's just going to be for your home and protection, it should be an AR-15 rifle in 5.56 or 223, because the recoil is very easy to manage for men and women. If you're new to guns,
You said AR-15?
AR-15. If you want a gun just for your home and you don't plan on carrying it, then you should have a rifle, not a handgun. And the AR-15 is very light in recoil, and I haven't met a man or a woman that couldn't handle the recoil from a 5.56.
But is that a viable caliber inside of a home? What if you got neighbors close by? What about penetration?
I think it's perfectly fine. It's a NATO round, so therefore the ammo will always should be available. Obviously, people panic buying, and then it becomes hard to get. But if the ammo dries up and they start reloading, making ammo again, they're going to make 5.56, 9mm, NATO rounds. And I think you get a 5.56 hollow point, I don't think you should have to worry about penetration in the home. I mean, you should always know where your kids and your husband and your wife is before you pull the trigger.
Right. Yeah, it's really
That's
it's
a good
kind
point.
of
I mean, that's
kind of subjective in terms of what you think the first thing should be. What up, Hookah? Because some people say, and I think an AR is a good option. I would prefer like an AR pistol, but that's my own thing.
Hookah, what's up, man?
And this is for the women. If you decide to get a revolver and you go to the gun store, don't let the guy talk you into getting an ultralight. You don't want an ultralight.
You want something with some
Because
weight
the
to it.
recoil is ridiculous. That's for an experienced shooter. Get a full size or get a metal revolver. Don't get an ultralight or a plastic one. One made out of polymer.
Hi, Miss Jones. How are you?
Yeah, Mossberg's a good choice too, Donna.
As you guys come in, I'm sorry if I don't see you come in.
Hey, Miss Jones.
And I'll jump out and let other people come in. And to all these people from the greenhouse, I want to say welcome and welcome to the fam. You're always welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Real Deal.
Appreciate it, Real Deal. I like that hat, boy. That's one of my favorite hats.
I like that hat. Yep.
Hey, I'm just a white man with style. What can I say?
All right, man.
All right, peace.
We got Skilly. What's up?
So what's the topic? I see it say needs and wants. I know I got in. I chimed in late.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, BP?
I don't like when you do that, man. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing me in front of my new cousin.
How's everybody
BP,
doing?
what's going on, brother? Billy, welcome back. Why you look like you be in a different place every time you come back in the live?
I'm trying to walk around so I can, I'm in the country, man. I'm trying to get some frequency out here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How's it going, man?
Skilly, we talking about firearm ownership, needs versus wants. All right. So now that you up to speed, BP,
What up,
Eddie Tactical, what up, dog? You made a great comment out there, an interesting one at that. You said you think that PCCs, which are, for those that don't know, we'll get into that more, but these are like short, what we call them?
Yeah.
Short rifles?
So it's a pistol with a long barrel.
Pistol with okay.
So a
pistol with long
PCC
barrel?
is a pistol caliber carbine for anybody new.
Yeah. So it stands for pistol caliber carbine, which means, man, I wish
A pistol
Can we show a PCC on the
with a
screen.
longer barrel.
Hi, Katina. Thanks for joining us.
Carbine. And the
Thank
reason
you,
that
Tina. Tell Led Farm I said, what's up?
Guava.
the ammunition that it uses can also be used in handheld pistols, which I think is an advantage.
Yeah, BP. What you saying?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. BP, you all right, man? You just quit.
And the other thing is, you can leverage. It's easier. It's easier to shoot. I took my son out, and he bought a Smith & Wesson. Did I log off?
No, you there?
Oh,
yeah,
you
you.
You here? We
Once
worried
you get
about
out
you.
there- let me come back
I
in.
think you got
Let
delayed.
me come back in. I
Yeah,
think this
I
thing's
think
acting up. Hold on.
Right.
About to start making some phone calls.
Right. Worried me. Come on.
Big Fish made me nervous.
Right.
I'm not Big Fish. BP made me nervous.
BP.
Yeah. What's up, Melanated?
Melanated, what's good? Everybody else is coming in. Appreciate you guys joining. Hookah, I see you out there, man. I just posted the link, man. You're welcome.
I think I'm in the wants category right now
What else?
because I got what I need.
What was the first
Go
need
ahead.
that you got?
The first need,
So yeah, when you say I need a gun, what did you get?
it was the Walter P. It was the 380, P380. I know it was the 380. That's all I do know. I know it's a Walter too. That was my first gun I purchased.
Not
Thank
tonight,
you,
Eddie.
Stardust.
We
Hey,
switched
can
it up.
we hit
Yeah,
can we get
we
the mics up, yo? I don't know how far we behind on them, but if you guys could
pretty much.
please hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated.
Pretty
ET, we're
cool.
gonna do that Thursday night. Thursday night, we're gonna do we're gonna do the Cerakotes, man. We're gonna do rate the Cerakotes. You bought a 380.
Yeah, that was my first gun I purchased.
Garand and a hookah. What up, hookah? You done change your name.
Garand in a hookah.
What is his name?
It
Yeah,
say
change his
Garand
name.
in a hookah. Hookah, what's good, man?
What's going on? Hope?
What's going on? I just came through to say what's up.
What up, man?
For a few before I head back and watch some more of the telly. I'm loving this.
Well, good you checking in with us, man. We're talking about the age-old conversation of need versus want. Because now most of us at this point are probably in that want stage, for sure.
Yes.
But in terms of need,
are you talking about
made a great
preference
statement.
or reality?
Ray, what up?
Wait, say that again, Billy.
You talking about preference or reality? Because I need some other stuff.
You
No,
don't
reality,
need no other nothing. You just want another.
Reality, man. Need. You want some other stuff. but
Billy
you got
player,
what
you
you
know
need.
you don't need nothing else.
Right.
You just want something else.
Right. If
But
I
I,
never,
like, I want an AK. I don't need no AK, but I want an AK.
True.
Okay, I get where you're coming
We
from.
said,
You
BP,
doing better now, man, because you was talking and you just stopped. You made me so
yeah,
scared.
BP, yeah, you good, man. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
something
my
happened.
delay,
I ain't
my
doing
thing
that
was
stuff.
like
No,
delaying
no.
out, so I don't know what's
I said
going on
BP
there.
got sundowners.
Come on, man.
We about to call the Texas ambulance. Like, go get him. He ain't doing too good over there. But
It's good.
so you were saying that with the PC, you think the PCC has taken the replace of the revolver?
Yeah, because you can leverage the PCC. You get people out there who aren't used to firearms. They're worried about the recoil. They're worried about accuracy. They're worried about cost of ammunition. They're worried about all these things. So if you want to instill confidence in somebody, like I said, I took my son out. He bought a Smith & Wesson. He was doing okay with it. Then I gave him my Stribon. He was just bam, bam, bam. He'd let his wife shoot it. She wasn't even in the firearm. She shot it. She was just bam, 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 right on target, easy to hold, not a lot of recoil. Just like, I want one of these. They went the next day and bought two. Now they have several firearms, but it got them confident, getting used to the sound of it, the feel of it, going to the range, getting that. So now shooting a handheld, a pistol, which is harder to do. It's harder to do because you have fewer points of contact than you do with the PCC. So if you're just starting, it's a great entryway, and you can leverage that ammunition that you use in that one to a pistol. So say you want to get a Glock, which is one of the greatest firearms ever. I said that because I have one now. But you can go ahead and leverage that ammunition, and it leads you into other firearms. So you may start off with that one. If you are only going to have one, I think that PCC is a great entry firearm. And if you want to go to other firearms, you can, go to your, handheld pistol. Then, of course, I think you should have a shotgun, 22, and then maybe, something else like the AR after that. ARs are just really technical for people. I think that's problematic to have that as your entry weapon because it's hard to maintain, hard to take apart. There's a lot to it to get to really know that firearm. Manual of arms is a lot more complex than something like PCC.
How would you feel about recommending an MCK so they have the versatility?
If you want to leverage that, if you're going to go with one pistol, the MCK is ideal because you get the benefits of kind of having like a PCC at maybe at a lower cost. So if you have a Taurus, like I have, one of the greatest weapons ever because I have one, and you can leverage that. But you can leverage those. So I'm practical. I had a Tim Duncan firearms list. So everything I have is practical. I have a couple fun ones, but initially it was 5 weapons that I wanted to get and keep. So they fit those categories. So I think coming into it, we want to try to be, for most people, you want to be as practical as possible, be as frugal as possible, get something that fits your budget, and you can find firearms in those categories as PCC, which fits your budget, high, low, middle, and you can find, a pistol. So to me, those are like those go hand in hand because ammunition can be shared. Then if you really are into it, then you can start going up. Get your revolver, get your 357 revolver that you can use multiple calibers. You can use 38 or 357.
So you say revolver later. Sorry to cut you off.
I say revolver for most people later. It's easier to shoot, but again, if you're a self-defense situation, I would like to have more than 6 rounds.
More than 6
because
rounds.
Of course, the one primary cause of needing more ammunition is missing the target, not hitting the target. But still, I'd rather have that, extra.
Fuka said all he needed is one.
Right. The big giant one. Boom.
That's it.
Well, for shotgun, that's all I need. That's why I recommend a shotgun as well, because firearm incidents, the typical round count for shotguns is 1.
Go to the comment before this that says, before you buy anything, you need to train. I agree 1,000%. If you're brand new, try to go to your local gun range and talk to them about what type of training they offer, and get the feel of a firearm and what it feel like to shoot it. For the first time, get used to the noise, get used to the recoil on the gun, and then I think that'll definitely kind of narrow down what's easier for you to choose.
A lot of ranges offer first shots class. When I first got into guns, I took that. They let me shoot like a 38 or 45. They had a shotgun, they had AR. They let me so you could feel what it is and sort of know what it is you're getting yourself into. A lot of ranges offer those first shots classes.
A lot of them, if you have that, they'll let you rent the firearms. So if you have one in mind, a lot of times you can go and at least get it in your hand, see if it feels, because everybody's different. Everybody ergonomics is different for everybody. So you need to get your hands on that thing to see if you even like the way that it feels. So, and shooting, of course. So do your homework up front.
How many guns did Nicole train with? Like, she trained with like 4 or 5 guns at that.
She did like 4 or 5. She said,
yes.
45 ace.
I think that's excellent. That's excellent.
Yeah.
And Nicole, she actually it's a part of Lead Farmers.
She's part of the Greenhouse Lounge.
Yes. So now, and with her training, I thought that was pretty good. She got a chance to feel and shoot different guns, and she had never shot a gun prior to that.
And she was excited.
Yeah. Now, Katina said, "What's a good shotgun for the home?"
There's a lot of shotguns.
I would say I have the Shockwave, but the only reason I say a Shockwave because I put a pistol grip in a
Oh
No,
man,
no, that's not.
I'm not going
that's
to let you do that to nobody. Lou.
Don't do
Maverick
that. Don't.
88.
A
Yeah,
good
right. A Maverick 88.
88. That 88
Mossberg
is
500.
Mossberg 88 is an ideal.
Yeah.
Very low cost, very well made. If you like them, you know you can go
What's
up
up,
the
Rich
chain
Amigo?
as far as Mossberg, but it's just solid. I have one here. It's solid.
It's a
It's
solid.
very
but you
good.
gotta train with it because a lot of people get their shotguns taken.
Well, you have to get out there and get out
You
and
gotta
train
train
with it.
with
But
anything.
you get different
Anything.
ammunition for whatever need you have. A shotgun can fill that for home defense, for hunting small game, for hunting large game, for just out there shooting skeet. You
Yeah,
can do all that with a shotgun, and that 88 Mossberg 88 is a good entry level and solid,
There's some
well
people
made
who
shotgun.
like a Remington 870 falls in that category. Stevens
Remington
320.
872. So
Those
get out there, take a look at
those
them. So,
basic pump shotguns, and then I mean they're tried and true. It's like they work.
you can
And I
use
got
mini
a couple of
rounds
them on
versus
shotgun. I got
the
them
full
on.
rounds. So yeah, shotguns
Yeah,
are
regular
solid.
Mossberg 590.
Why would Skilly just recommend the shotgun?
I don't know.
Shockwave
The Shockwave, yeah, that's
to
I
somebody,
have regular.
especially for their first boy.
Skilly said a shotgun
he said.
in the Desert
You know
Eagle.
what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get that shotgun in their hand and don't know how to train. When somebody take it from them, then they
I know
screw.
Shockwave.
Job,
You
baby,
know
what
what
up?
I'm saying?
Shockwave
That's
advanced.
real.
That's a question that I was just sent. See if
So that's
anybody
why I
has-
say if you're gonna go with a long shotgun pump, make sure you train with it.
Yeah, you have to know how to train with. There are ways around it. People talk about the length, but with any firearm, you can learn how to train. You can fire from the shoulder position here, maneuver through your home. You practice with that. You can fire from underneath your. So there are ways around to maneuver in your house to where that footprint you're not exposing up around. So it's just like I said, a matter of training and knowing your environment. So
Okay, so this is what I think, man, because a lot of what we saying right now is general information, and different stuff is going to apply to everybody got a different situation. So you got some people that's brand new, some people never shot a gun, some people that have a gun and new to it, no training or whatever the case is. So this is going to be a broad discussion. I wanted to make it like we were just talking needs versus wants, and I think, I mean, in my personal opinion, what just happened? Yeah, all right, Hookah?
I'm good.
Oh, I thought that, but I think in my personal opinion, a handgun,
What up, Jay?
a nice full size handgun is something to start with. Semi-automatic, give yourself enough capacity and learn it first.
and put a light on it as well.
I got a video, shameless plug. If you go over to my page when you get free time, I got a video on 5 guns and the reasons why you should buy them in that order. If anybody wants to dig in deeper or whatever.
My Fly Family is his channel. So again, I guess now from what I didn't expect this. I like when this happens though. All of us even kind of seem to have a difference in opinion on if somebody was going to buy something or what you need first.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, I just think that, I mean, I'm real general. I just think you need a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start with something that you've had some practice and some training on, and you know how to shoot it, and you have that in your home. You can expand later. And even that first gun, there's no general gun because that depends on your budget. Your state, what's available to you, because some states have restrictions. So there's a lot of factors that go into it if you guys are brand new.
Mm-hmm. If you live in a house, an apartment.
Right.
That's a big difference too. Yeah.
And then there's different types of ammunition. So there's a lot of information, a lot to learn, be it a handgun or a shotgun. But when it comes to simplicity, revolvers is not the answer still? You don't think a revolver is the answer for
For some people,
simplicity?
If I can, Mike, a quick thought. My son is 10. He knows how to shoot. He goes to the range often, but I won't let him clear a fail by himself. Imagine he was the one nearest my bookcase where I keep a revolver, and he had to get to that. Imagine that was a Glock 22, and it did fail. And in a panic, I don't know if he's going to be able to,
Clear that
get
weapon.
that cleared out. But with a revolver, I don't think there's going to be any issue. So, like I said, that's it. So when you do buy this firearm, only because my house is my house, but everybody's house is going to be different. But if there is more than just you, you have to realize you're buying it for everybody.
Exactly. And like you said, other people in the house. I know you have the same situation. Like my son is left-handed. So you have to go to that level of, okay, is this weapon able to be used by someone easily who may not be right-handed? Because there is a bias, different things you manipulate the weapon with are pros and cons. So there's a lot that you have to look into it as well as far as picking your firearm. So revolver, yeah, it's a solid choice. It's a solid choice.
Okay.
Katina made an amazing statement right there. We talked about this earlier.
The link out there for you, Hood Neck.
I mean, I always fall back to that same thing. It's about what's comfortable for you. Like you say, it goes to budget. What's comfortable, because if you live with your family, you gotta have that discussion and see whatever. Then it's up to you if you're gonna be the point man. I guess when it comes to firearms, to make sure everybody has some sort of training and knows how to use it. I mean, there's a lot of different factors. I don't think that there's an ideal first gun. I just don't.
Yeah.
I think people have to go out and search out what you consider to be ideal or what you feel is ideal for your home. I don't think there isn't anything you can tell them, oh, go get this. This is the best. It's up to the person. It always falls back to that. Revolver is good. I think it's a good, solid platform, but some people just may not take to it. It all comes with, I guess, trial and error or whatever. You have to go out and find what's best for your situation. And a revolver will work, but it's not this. I don't think it's just like that's the best one to have. The best one to have is the one that you go out and research and learn about and get comfortable with, be it a PCC, be it some sort of striker fire pistol, hammer fire, whatever. It's whatever you go out and get some experience with and learn about and train with. I don't think there is any ideal first gun.
Because you look at this group just right here. I'm sure all 6 of us started on a different platform. All 6 of us probably started with a different gun, different firearm. One of my first one was the M14. Many people start out with an M14.
My first one was a 45 because all I heard all the time, gotta have a 45, gotta have a 45. Yep. So I went and got a 45 and realized, hey, I don't want to have this 45 all the time.
Yeah, 45 was like my second one, yeah.
So right, I'm gonna bring Hood Neck up in here. Thank you, Big Fish. You're right, man. Yes. You're right. Definitely gonna need ammo for whatever you have.
For real.
Hold on. Hood Neck.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what's the how y'all doing, man?
What up, man?
What's going on with you?
Man, just chilling up here, putting one up, man, like I always do when I be tuning in.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, man, on what we talk about? But look, the conversation is supposed to be need versus want, but I know I have a lot of people in here that's new to firearms. They're coming over here to get information on firearms because maybe they don't. They never owned one before. They new to it.
What up, 223?
So I'm just trying to, keep the conversation broad enough that people that's new can get some type of information and understanding. And then those of us that's been in the game and been doing this, just talking need versus want.
It's really just what you plan on starting it for. What's the initial reason that made you say I need to get me a firearm? And that's why I would say you should start your journey, So if it is for like home defense or something, like I was just listening, I'll say that you started with a 45. I started with a Glock 21, a full size 45, and I was like, man, I do not want to be carrying around this big motherfucker all the time. But I be hunting and stuff like that too, so it was something I could use it universally till I got my money right and stuff like that. So I was able to get more. So the 45, I could carry. I had to make it work. So it was a lot of like pants and hoodies and stuff like that. Yeah. yeah, just had to make it work till I was able to give me my first little battle rifle. That's why everybody need a little pistol and a battle rifle. So I got me an AK to start off with, and then I started getting into bills. But yeah, it just depends on what's your initial reason for getting the firearm that you're getting.
Okay, now that's definitely something to think about. If you talking home defense is going to be most people's primary reason to protect their home. Have something in the house, because there's people literally right now that's just not in the firearm, so they don't have a firearm in the home at all. So you got to start somewhere. And it's weird because I wouldn't be opposed to a 45. But I'm saying that because, I've been shooting for a while, so I'm more comfortable with it. But I do know, and I know this from my own experience with my wife and watching any female that shoot a gun for the first time, trying to get them comfortable with any gun can be tough.
True.
Because it's always that expectancy, that it's going to recoil, and they wait on it. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta get them to talk to you about their fears before I even put anything in your hand. I want you to tell me what you're scared of, so I can, have something to be looking forward to expect. So if I know you're anticipating the recoil and all this, or it's too loud, you can adjust. You can just kind of around them. You can put them on different stuff. Like I was just talking about revolvers and stuff. Yeah, I'm countryman. The revolvers, lever action, bolt action. I love that shit. Like, I love them. I don't the simplicity of them, just how basic it's basic mechanics. It gets you, like, you can look at a revolver and you learn to see how pistols operate. And you're able to see where we evolved from. So I'm about it. I like revolvers. You just gotta find what works best for you and learn and educate yourself.
You made a good point when because I think one of the things we talk about, the first gun you should get, I think the first thing we should talk about is mindset. Because I'm from New York City, and when I first moved here to Ohio, I waited before I got into guns. I wanted to make sure that my mind was right in order to be able to handle that responsibility and look at it for what it was. Because most people's minds get shaped around guns based off of movies and all that stuff. Come to find out when you get into it is bullshit. So I think the first thing is your mindset and getting your head right for that, because it's a hell of a responsibility, and it's more than just buying it and sticking it in the safe or sticking it in the desk drawer under your pillow or something. That's the first thing I think. Because when he said about your fears and what you're scared of and all that, it made me think about that. Because I remember for myself, I waited several years before I felt, listen, I'm mature enough to do this, and I should be responsible enough to do this. And that's one of the first things that people need to address, I believe, in my opinion, before you even consider, hey, I'm going to go just grab me a gun.
And use technology too, man. I mean, electronic earmuffs will, like, for new shooters, that's a game changer for new shooters. Electronic earmuffs lets them understand at a whole nother level without getting concussed and stuff like that. I'm definitely one ear from the Army, so I don't really bother me too much, but I can look and see it in the difference of other people, especially new people. Like, electronic earmuffs are game changer for new shooters. Like, anybody who's scared, to let them put them on so they can see other people shoot. Like, it's they energy level, like their anxiety levels are gonna be a lot lower. Like, it lowers them a lot. So that's another. I make sure to keep them. I make sure they have the nice headphones when they get to the range and stuff like that. I put some shades in my ear if I got to, but I'm gonna make sure they got what they need, because it's their learning experience.
Thank you for your service, by the way, brother.
I appreciate the support, man.
Another interesting thing as far as training goes in first timers is it might be best if you get trained by somebody that you don't know. A lot of times a husband or a boyfriend or something is the wrong one.
Agreed.
Agreed 100%.
Okay. That's interesting. Why did you make that point?
Probably because he tried to trade his wife like I did.
How y'all think I got this knot on my head? No, it saves it gears them toward learning, and there's no outside interaction that would that would skew the learning part of it, because it's one of the most important things to learn, and that's not a time to let other get in the way.
It's because familiarity sometimes can be a positive, but it can also be a negative.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that when it's funny because I bowled too, and my dad was teaching me, and he stopped. He's actually the one who taught me that. He had to get somebody else to train me because I was too familiar with him, so it just didn't work. As soon as he got me with somebody else that wasn't him, I was off to the races.
Yeah. We view people in different lights. That's
what's up, buddy?
Something about that familiarity, it's a barrier. It's good, but it's bad also, especially when you're trying to teach someone something. I mean, it's just any of us that have wives. I mean, you got to understand that. Even if you have kids, it's the same way.
Because you already know your lady don't believe none of the stories you tell her in the first place. So as soon as you get to talking about telling how to shoot and stuff like that, she already side eyeing and stuff like that too. So she wants
you can teach classes,
and then
classes, all type of stuff. It don't matter. They look at you like
just said it earlier, Zach, where you say most people associate television with firearms when they're not used to it.
Right.
And I know that's how my wife is. She'll just say, "Hey, you be at the range. Let me shoot that one. That one right there. I like the way that one looks. I think 50 Cent had one of them in the movie. Let me shoot it." And you be like, "No, you don't need to shoot this one. You need to learn how to shoot this first."
Right.
And then she get it. You don't have. Yeah, you're right. They definitely don't train your lovers because that's
be done turned sideways.
Give it a go. Oh, it's ready now. It's ready. Boom, 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 boom. What you doing? So yeah, man, y'all definitely get trained by a stranger. But I will say this though. This is probably the best piece of advice I can give right here, honestly. If you can go to your local gun, I keep saying this, go to a local gun range in your area, ask them about any type of training that they may offer. And when I say training, just tell them your situation. I've never shot a gun before.
Yeah.
Is there someone that can help me, to get comfortable with a firearm? Trust and believe me, you would rather do it that way than have to learn on the fly. Or what I saw firsthand people do when the pandemic started, they were rushing and panicking and going to buy a firearm and had no idea how to use it whatsoever. So, I would just advise you guys to do that if you are brand new. Because I see like this question, do you have a starter list? No.
A tourniquet. You need to have a tourniquet. You need to learn how to save yourself too.
Yeah. And that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that's home defense right now. Saving yourself is that's a part of home defense.
I think if y'all want to shoot that down real quick, I think the first thing is a camera system.
External security.
I agree 1,000%.
Yep, I do too.
Window locks, doors,
type of security. Yep.
Reinforce your door.
Allow that though.
Yeah.
Everything you can get to give you some level of warning or some type of deterrent.
Automatic lights
to refer to that fire.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree with that, man. I think cameras are one of the
flashlights, all kind of stuff you need.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Thinking about my first gun, should I don't even know why I started reading that comment.
Right.
Who was it?
Perfect guy.
I don't like the little guns. I feel like it's about to jump out my hands. They do. That is in most cases, and I say in most cases for a reason. Little guns are a lot more snappy.
Right.
They
don't have a lot of mass to absorb that recoil.
Especially for new shooters, it can be a bit intimidating. Then make them not want to shoot something else or learn more.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I say the PCC kind of gets
you are right, bro. Because when I let my wife shoot, can we get a picture of a PCC so people know what we're talking about?
Let me find one.
I go open the safe real quick. You got BP? You don't got none behind you?
I got a lever action.
You can't hold them.
I can't hold them though.
I do have one behind me, but I can't hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But we'll just put a picture.
I can't hold up that big case. It's in the
I'm gonna
case.
find one. I'll be back.
I mean, in all actuality, they are very, very. You can't hold a gun on screen, man. I'm gonna have to take
Yeah, put that down, Hood Nick.
Oh, yeah,
Look, I'm blocking them off my shit.
I didn't know. I thought I was saying put one on screen.
we're gonna put a picture of one. We can't hold it.
Yeah, you
You hold a gun on,
that's
you hold
great.
a gun on the live. They kick that off. You can't do that. But the PCCs are basically like. Well, we'll show you what it looks like, and then he kind of explained it earlier. It's a pistol caliber carbine is what it stands for. So instead of having like a 9mm pistol, traditional pistol, it'll be a 9mm that you hold, where you have a brace on your shoulder, and you can control it.
More points of contact. It's more stable. It's easier
And you
to
can probably
shoot.
clear a room
and like
a little.
Billy said, that MCK is excellent. So if you get that pistol, get you an MCK, and you have,
two of both worlds.
45 now.
Yeah.
But now listen.
You can carry it and keep it home.
Here are these are a bunch of them. This is a good picture. I think.
Y'all can hit me in the head, but MCKs are dope. But again, for somebody new, now you got to go through the learning curve of understanding what it is.
What that is, yeah.
How to put the pistol in it and everything.
See these?
Oh, there you go. A bunch of Chris Vector.
These are
PCCs.
he went and got all the expensive ones. But these are PCCs, guys. So for those of you that don't know, and they definitely easier to control because you can put a red dot on there, and then accuracy.
Yeah,
is amazing because I know this to be true. Because again, when I let my wife shoot mine, all I tell her is put that dot on what you're trying to hit, and you'll hit it. Now we're talking about defense, right? It's a different ball game when you talk about defense. You ain't got time to be thinking to get the dot right.
Right.
You gotta pick that thing up and go. So that's
Siege?
kind of the what's up, Siege? That's kind of the trade-off. But
laser on it,
they're much easier to have.
mine.
Laser, yeah. But then, so now it's so much, right?
You can always keep going. You can always
because the laser will work, but now we got to get somebody to help sight in the laser. You got to know how to
exactly
install. So it's just every step will lead to another step. But I tell you this, it all sounds way more complicated than it is.
Right.
I would promise y'all that. Like if you're new to this, what we saying sound confusing and complicated now, but then once you get into it, it would be the same thing. It's how I feel when people get to talking about prepping, and I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
And man, sometimes they'll say some stuff, and I'll be like, "Oh hell no! How am I supposed to get that?" Or how I'm supposed to do that? So it's like
by yourself.
It's the same thing. So it's like it's a learning curve. But if you're willing to learn it and you want to be able to protect yourself and your family, you'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and if you do it now, you're preparing yourself for when it's necessary.
Right.
So
hopefully it'll never be necessary. But
anyway. Hopefully it becomes more of a sport and an interest than a necessity. But at least be full on prepared and trained by that time.
It's just in case, just like getting car insurance. You don't want to get into an accident, but if you do, you're glad you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just compare the gun to car insurance.
That's true.
Sorry, I'll take that though. I guess that was pretty good. I'm gonna post a link out here. If there's anybody that's new here tonight, if you guys just coming on the channel for the first time, or the guys that's been here, it doesn't matter. If anybody got any questions, anything they want to add to this conversation, feel free to click on that link.
The sub 2000 ain't bad. Somebody asked about the sub, thinking about getting a sub 2000. I don't know. I don't have that, so I don't. Maybe somebody on the panel.
You talk about that sub 2000 over in Ukraine. They had this guy on there. He had just bought one 2 weeks ago because they didn't have any weapons. They had just shipped him his sub 2000, so he's using that for his personal defense in Ukraine.
It's a good backpack weapon.
It'll kill you. That's what this
conversation is direct in that.
It works.
Ultimately, that's what this conversation is about.
Takes Glock mags.
People, I heard somebody had some comments talking about 22 or whatever. I mean, a 22 is not an ideal stopping round, but shoot somebody in the face 10 times with a 22.
You can make it work.
Tell me they're not gonna stop. I say
Somebody
that
hit one time with a 22.
right. But I'm just saying
About
it
10
sounds
times.
harsh, but that's the reality of this, and people have to understand that too. Most of us, when you don't buy guns because you're gonna go hunting or you whatever. I didn't start buying guns because I was worried about shooting a deer. I got guns because I was worried about shooting people, and that's the reality of it. That's why I said the mindset.
I saw you be sweet, but you clicked off.
That's what that's about. You get guns, but you talking about self-defense guns. That's just in case you might have to hurt somebody, and in the worst case scenario, have to kill somebody. And that is a reality that people need to. When I went to take my first CCW class, the guy was a former police officer, and he said that. He said if for some reason you have a problem with the fact that you may have to kill someone, you can get your money back right now and leave, because that's what you do. I mean, it's a harsh reality, but it's a harsh world too, and that's why I said it's about mindset. Because if you're just gonna have it just for nothing, mess around, somebody take it from you and kill you with it.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's horrible. Nobody wants to get killed with their own gun. Nobody. With any gun, but especially not your own.
Meet Zach.
And if I can say this,
sometimes he could be a little grumpy.
I'm not being grumpy. I'm being matter of fact. I'm telling you, it's the truth. You teach people to train people, and because I do that. And those are the things that you have to say to people, because you have to get yourself into a certain mindset, because it's not about just I'm gonna have this to scare somebody. If you decide you're gonna get a gun because you're just gonna pull out and scare somebody, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna take that gun from you.
Do it for show.
You
show off. Yeah.
Trying to show off.
You don't want to do that. You have to get your mind right. I take it very seriously, and I talk direct about it because guns have been a part of my life for a long time now, and I take it very, very seriously.
If anybody that's new to guns or interested, please don't choose the gun because of a color or if it's cute. There's a lot of sales pitches in these gun stores, and a lot of trash that's being sold to catch your eye. And if you get familiar with the gun and it's comfortable, fine and all. But don't buy it for that reason. Don't buy it because it's either cheap or cute or colorful.
True.
What's the saying? Buy once, cry once. You know?
I don't know about
for real.
Like words like cute and colorful, but I have bought a couple firearms because I like how it look. I did that.
I mean,
I confess.
But not your first.
Your first gun should be
introduction.
Unless you come across something pretty and deadly. I mean, that's
the way it went.
Is Roadblock still out there?
Yeah, Roadblock, you here?
Let me know if you're still out there. Because Roadblock, I know he's one, and anybody else that's trainer, instructor, that's definitely training a lot of new shooters. Feel free to come in and comment. I saw B Sweet, and listen, if y'all got questions, don't be shy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be shy. I don't bite. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Roadblock, he out there. Drop the link for him, please.
Definitely don't be afraid to come in and ask any questions, because it's kind of difficult to think of what questions you may have. But I'm sure somebody, if I can't, will be able to answer whatever question you may have. And there's quite a few ladies in here too that shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So for you ladies that have questions,
the big thing, other part of it too, this whole thing is fun. A lot of times people think it's like ultra serious, this, that, and the other, but on the whole, it's fun learning about it. It's fun engaging with other people. It's fun doing all the, finding out this, finding out that. So make it kind of an enjoyable experience. Don't be, so afraid of it. Just, go with it. Pick up, what you can. Interact with people. There's tons of information on YouTube and on the internet. But just make it a fun process. Don't make it like, I got to do this. Just like you got to do, prepping. You did that. Make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Make it something that's, enjoyable.
Thank you, my black is beautiful.
Okay, let me get Roadblock in here.
All right, you can take me out.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop. My battery's getting ready to go too. So Peace
All
out.
right, appreciate you, BP. Appreciate you.
Peace out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good.
Peace, BP. Peace, good. Someone had asked a question about. She said a Smith and Wesson 40 high point. I never heard of that gun.
That's that new.
Sharon, I don't know if she's talking about a high point or if she's talking about a Smith and Wesson. I'm not sure.
Sports, what up?
The new.
What up, gentlemen?
Who got their background?
fellas?
Yeah.
Somebody echoing. Sports, what up?
The new.
What up, gentlemen?
Who got their background on? Is that you,
It
Kyle?
ain't me. It ain't me.
I don't think.
Yeah, it's you. You got YouTube on. You got to close YouTube out. Who got their background on? Is that you, Kyle?
It ain't me.
Yeah, that's probably me. Yep. I will leave and come back in.
Yeah, it's you.
All right.
You got YouTube on. Just close YouTube out. That's all you got to do. That'll go away. He said, that ain't me. Oh, that's me. Roadblock, what's up, bro?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today, man?
Everything
man.
good.
Good. I just saw somebody post. Hold on.
You see that growing back there, Roblox, right? Nice. Ooh, about to get them waves popping. Nope.
Hey, I'm just trying to maintain what little I got, man. Just trying to maintain. All right, so what was the question, RGG? You said you wanted to know about like new shooters and stuff like that. I would
because you train a lot of new shooters, right?
Yes, sir. Like literally all of the women that I train that are new, like we start off with that 22 just to get that just the initial explosion, the controlled explosion in the hand, because they're just scared to pull the trigger, period. So once you put that 22 in their hand and they get used to that, then we move them up to the 380. And then once they start shooting the 380, then we move them up to the 9mm. And then I kind of leave it at the 9 because even though the 9 is a manageable round, to a first-time shooter, it can be jarring because there is some recoil with a 9mm. Now, we all know how to shoot because we know grip and all that stuff, but them is kind of different. What Black Poindexter was saying, which was an excellent point, was the pistol caliber carbine. Now, I've been to the range where dude has taken his girl there, and we all met up in a group, and he had his Draco, and he's shooting that, and it's obnoxious as hell. And she shoots it once, and she goes, "Ill, I don't want to shoot that no more." So then I pull out the Scorpion, and I'm like, "Well, go ahead and shoot this." And she literally shot it. She looked at him like, "Why don't you have one of these?" Like, because it absorbs most of that recoil. So I mean, you just want to take the recoil, the recoil shock away from new time shooters for the most part.
Let me ask you a question. When they come into the shop to purchase, what do you see them gravitate toward?
So a lot of people in our community, they come in and they gravitate towards G2C because that's what they heard. They heard somebody told them to come buy it, or a lot of women gravitate towards the Skies because they're pretty colors. So they go in. So the first time shooters, they see the purple and the purple frame Sky with the silver slide. They like, "Ooh, I want that. How much is that?" And I told a lady the other day, I was like, "I'm not selling that to you." She was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I'm just not about to sell that to you. I was like, I have a whole bunch of other guns over here that are far better and are more reliable than this and cost maybe $85 more. And then she'll be like, "All right, well, I'll show them that." So I mean, because I've had 3 of them come back. I've had 3 people come back to the store like, every time I shoot this gun, it jams. So you kind of want to gear them. A first-time shooter, you don't want to give them a gun that's going to be susceptible to jamming all the time. You want to get them a reliable gun. You want to get them a reliable gun that they can rely on, because a lot of these women that I get are single moms. They live with their kids. They live by themselves. So you want them to have the most reliable gun possible within their budget.
Can we get one of the ladies to maybe come in and speak to that? Because there's a lot of guys up here. And
if you're a lady that's either a lady that shoots or don't, that's new.
Right. I'd love to have somebody come in that's new, that doesn't own or just recently purchased a firearm.
Hi, Queen.
And to see
Thanks for joining us.
what your concerns are, if you have any. What's up, bro? You good
What's
now?
going on, family? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, RGG?
How you doing, man?
Well, what's good? Now I'm a Chicago boy.
Oh man, that's all right. Boy, you just added 12 points. I don't know how many we're going up to, but you got some points
right there. We're gonna have to get together and shoot, man.
Whenever you're ready, brother.
Yeah. But I'm an instructor here in Illinois, and one thing that I always tell people is to learn both platforms, the revolver and the semi-automatic, and then choose from that point. You know, because if you put somebody on a revolver and they get in a position to where they may have to use a semi-automatic, the grip is completely different.
Okay.
You know,
I agree.
Yeah. So that's my take on that when it comes to a need. You know, they need to learn both platforms and then base their decision on that.
Janet, post your question again. I'm looking for it now, but I don't see it. Post your question.
Girls ATL, what up?
Hey, so let me ask you a question. Do you in your class, do you teach both revolver and semi-automatic in your class?
Yep, I teach both.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
You know,
I do that too.
I teach both simply because of that. And another reason I teach both is because you have some old school people who just like revolvers.
Who come in with a revolver.
They come in with a revolver. Yep. You know, because I have a guy that I just taught a couple weeks ago who was nothing but a revolver guy. And those of us that know like the double action only, that's a hard trigger press.
Mm-hmm.
So when I put him on a semi-automatic, I wanted to watch him shoot, and every time he shot, he was he's used to that hard trigger press.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, you know, for me, I teach both platforms so that way they can make a decision which one they like from that point.
Okay.
I do the same.
Where you at? Where you at in the city, man?
South side of Chicago, bro.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm north, but it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to me.
Look, it ain't nothing but a drive on the highway.
Yes, sir.
What's up,
Bison?
Bison?
That, man. I appreciate that input. Now that's interesting. They say you train with a revolver, even to brand new shooters.
Even to brand new shooters.
Got to. You got to teach them both. You got to teach them both
brand new shooters. One of the main things that get people scared to shoot, and what makes them afraid is not necessarily the gun itself, but the proper grip. If you don't have a proper grip, that gun will jump out of your hand, would scare you. True. You know, so teaching that first and foremost, you know, the proper grip is going to go a long way, and in maintaining that recoil.
You might. I'm just going to answer a quick question for Queen LJ. The G2C is a great duty gun. We discussed this earlier. A lot of people are turned off by a very, very long trigger pull, but if it's for a duty weapon, a long trigger pull, not the best trigger in the world, is preferred. You don't want an amazing trigger on something that you carry often just to kind of not magnify the ability to make mistakes.
Now I'll chime in on that a little bit. A new shooter is not necessarily going to know the difference between that take up, and something that has barely, in any kind of take up to it. So getting them familiar with the basics first, and then moving into that, that's where that basics, that basic kind of stuff come into play, and then you move them into learning more about trigger control. True. Because without proper stance, proper grip, they're not going to hit. They're not going to hit nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
So all that stuff comes into play first.
I just said that earlier because I got a friend that's a trigger snob, and I was like, I said sometimes people are introduced to firearms from different ways, right? So you might get somebody that was introduced to a firearm the technically correct way, where somebody trained you, you went to a gun range, they taught you the proper way to hold it, how to shoot, how to load the firearm, how to rack the slide, how to go through all the motions and the proper way to use it. Or you could have been like maybe me or somebody else I might know that you got your first gun from Trey, and he said, "Take this, bro. All you gotta do is pull this thing back and then pull the trigger." That was the training.
Yeah,
that's a huge difference.
Well,
I disagree just a little bit.
Okay.
Because in my class, I emphasize grip, sight picture, sight alignment, trigger control. So in my class, I have everybody pull their guns out, control safe environment, no ammo is in the class. We all look at our triggers. We put our fingers on our triggers. The gun that we bought, the gun that we have, and I tell them, this is your trigger. Put your finger on your trigger. That take up before you hit that wall, that's that take up. All right. So that's going to be key, especially when you're trying to qualify. Because when we go to the range later on, so I'm using the NRA 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm using those circles at 10 feet. So you have to put 5 rounds in each circle. And you have to do it without breaching the outside of each circle. Now, I have had shooters who have never shot before, timid as hell, come in and qualify in 2 times, and because they might mess up the first time, so I had to pull up another sheet. But I pull up a paper plate first. I put up a paper plate, and I put a tack in the middle of that paper plate, and I said, knock the tack off. So the stuff that we go over in class, and they'll be looking at me like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, no pressure, just knock the tack off. A lot of them can't do it, but they get real close to it. And nothing is more important than seeing somebody who shoot way out here at the beginning of our class, at the end, bring everything in right here. Because your trigger control, when you come to my class, your trigger control is everything. So when you pull to that wall, you hold to that wall, and then you squeeze through. And you can teach. It's a way to teach it in a beginner class that they can get it and qualify. See what I'm saying? It's like you can do all of that and be able to, like, yes, grip is essential. Your sight picture, sight alignment, equal height, equal light, and then also on top of that, your trigger control. Because in the NRA, and I mean, I hate going back to the NRA the curriculum because it's lacking in a lot of areas. But they do emphasize that your trigger control and your sight picture and your sight alignment is your 2 most important parts of shooting.
True. Janet, I haven't seen it yet.
Now, I agree with you. Alex, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Alex?
Janet, I'm going to put you up here on the screen. There was a couple questions because somebody asked, do we have any trainers in Arizona? I don't remember who asked that question, but is there anybody out there in the Arizona area close? Please speak up and let me know. Janet, what was your question? We'll look for it right now because I saw you put that up twice. Did anybody see my question so far?
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the question. I don't see it.
If you don't mind, Janet, put it up again. And back in Roblox, you just said something that was interesting. You know how many people probably in this chat right now trying to figure out what a wall is?
You think so?
Yeah.
Yep. So
because somebody
I wish I could show you, but everybody who has a pistol, make sure it's empty, whatever. So you grab your pistol. So your initial, when you put your finger on that trigger, you have that space where that your trigger moves freely without the trigger going off, without the trigger clicking. So you have that initial spot right here. So as soon as you pull that, you're going to hit a wall. You're going to hit resistance on that trigger. That is your wall. So when you're at that wall and you squeeze past that wall, the trigger is going to the gun is going to fire.
That's that break point.
That's that break point. That's that break. So when you can go, good night, baby. So when you come out and you come to the target, put your finger on the wall, you pull to that wall, you then reassess your sight picture and your sight alignment and your target, and then you squeeze through that wall, bang. And your whole objective is to keep that front sight directly on where you're trying to shoot.
Thank you, Barbara.
So this is one person that I had. So this is a first-time shooter. Now, this is the first time she shot a firearm. She got one. This is her first target. She got one outside, but this is the first time shooting a 22. First time ever shooting a gun. First time ever. But she maintained the sight picture, sight alignment, and the trigger control. And as instructors, we have to encourage, enlighten, and help them pull through all of that because their anxiety is on 10. Their anxiety is on 10. So you got to make them feel comfortable. You got to make them believe that, hey, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when they put that finger on that trigger and they come to that wall, and I just be like, and that's why I don't have a lot of students in my class. Like a lot of people in my area, they will have like 20 people in their class. And so when we go to the range to qualify, they'll be like, Rob, do you want 2 or 3 lanes? How many lanes you want? And I only have like 6 students. I'm like, no, just give me 1 lane. That's all I need is 1 lane. Because I'm gonna spend 15 to 20 minutes with that one person. And I'm working with you one-on-one because I want you to pass and I want you to feel comfortable shooting. So I'm gonna
let me get to Janet's question. Okay, I'm new to this process. Listen, so far I have my Ford. That puts you in Illinois, I'm guessing. Where else do they have a Ford?
Nowhere.
Shout out to Lead Farmer 73. Okay. Oh, you in Forest Park? Okay. So there's some Chicago stuff here. So, you know, only me and Cobb are gonna know about this. She right here in Forest Park. So Janet, listen, just keep listening in. I mean, we have enough people here that I know personally that are trainers and can get you set up without a problem. And if you are really interested in getting your first firearm or getting some training, shoot me an email. Write this down. It's a regular gun guy at gmail.com. A regular gun guy at gmail.com, and we'll get you right.
Did they merge those cards yet?
Yeah, they did. Yep. It comes on one card now. You get your CCL and your FOID all on one card now.
So is it harder to get the card? Is it harder to get a FOID card now?
No, it's the same process. It's just one step less now.
Okay.
Yeah. But what
you do if you got both now? Not hell, you about to teach me.
Well, if you got both, then I think you have to wait for either one to expire, for them to send you the newer one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
They send it to your home, or you have to pick it up?
No. It comes to your house. Yep.
Down in Georgia, you have to pick it up. They won't mail it out.
Oh no, they mail them out here. Yeah. Now I wanted to make a comment to Roadblock about the trigger control. I agree with you to a point on there, and the reason why I teach certain things as far as trigger control, because there's a step beyond that we all know the shooters in here would know, is the reset.
Mm-hmm.
So beyond that trigger control and that break point, there is that reset point where new shooters and some experienced shooters don't quite know how to maintain that or just manage that. So that goes to like more of, okay, you got your CCL. Now we need to give you some continuing education on how to maintain that trigger control a little better.
You guys teach reset in early classes like that?
No. So that's why for me, I go into a little bit of the trigger control, but not in depth, because we all know that the reset plays a bigger factor in how quick you shoot. Right. So for those guys that shoot competition, and like you were saying with the take up, now if Eddie Tacker's on here, the gun snobs, on some guns there is no take up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got 1911s with.
Like me, I own the Canic, the TP9, the SE Elite. I have the Executive the Combat. I have the SFX, and it's barely any kind of take up on those. But if you get like a Smith & Wesson, like an EZ or a Shield, you may have almost a 1/4 inch of take up on that.
That's true.
You know, so that's why for me, when I teach people, yeah, you're gonna have this trigger control, but there's a layer that goes beyond that, which is that reset that gets you back in the game quick instead of taking your finger completely off that trigger and you know, and trying to feel for that break point again.
That's more
So
of an
I'm talking about
advanced technique.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we talking about qualification.
Oh yeah.
So we talking about qualification. So to get in those circles, those 5 shots in those circles to qualify in my class, like you have, like that trigger control is essential because if you slapping triggers, you're not going to be able to get in that circle at all.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a stupid question. Only because every state is different. Are you teaching classes that people have to qualify in order for them to purchase a firearm, or to?
No.
This is just like
This
an
is
advanced training class.
This is to be able, and it's funny because right now in Ohio we in a precarious situation because Ohio just passed the constitutional carry.
Yep.
So the wine has to sign it, but that's where it looks like everything is going. But I'm still going to be offering classes. You're just not going to have to get a CCW. But
that's what just happened.
in my class, you have to qualify. So I want you to qualify, and most people, because 10 feet is a pretty good clip for somebody who ain't never shot before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then those circles, like I showed y'all, them circles ain't that big.
Now that NRA the target that you're using, that's the one you qualify with for the basic training, the NRA basic training.
Yeah, the basic pistol course.
Yeah,
y'all
basic
can use the
pistol course.
22 on y'all training, like for like ID training stuff.
You can.
You can use whatever caliber. You can use whatever caliber of firearm that you want. I use it for most people who don't have a firearm. And there's first time shooters, I use a 22. And then we move on to like a 380 or something just for a round on target type situation. Most guys that come into my class, they normally bring their own firearm, and I just let them shoot whatever they bring, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a dude bring a 44 mag to a class, and I was like, "You want to shoot with that?" Shoot, all right,
nice.
Yeah.
My granddaddy.
Gotta be able to get them in a circle if you want to get that certificate.
Right.
You better you got to use a defensive caliber robot. If you don't, you can't get a certificate from me.
What Nicole just put up there hurts my heart so bad.
What?
She said she was trying to load up and get that 5th round in there.
Well, the revolvers,
that's California.
They're easy.
That's that California
load to load without a struggle, and the EZs.
Yeah, they got a whole line of
the EZ 380. The EZ 380 is an awesome gun for first time shooters, I believe.
Yes,
and I would recommend the 9.
This young lady's she's in California. So she
I think those are legal there. I think those are not on the you can't have list.
Roster.
It's not on the roster.
Yep.
The 380 Easy Shield.
Yep.
But Nicole, there is something called a speed loader. There's a few different versions of it that will help you get those last few rounds in a lot easier.
I think the Mag Lula is one.
Yep.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those really help your hands when you loading magazines all day.
Hey, I would say this: the size, you gotta actually look at the size of the woman's hand that is shooting. Like I had two women, a mother and daughter, both were 4'11", tiny hands. Like you couldn't give them a large firearm. They had to have the smallest firearm that they could manage. Like it was hard. It was even hard for them to grip the grip safety of the EZ because their hands were so small.
Yeah, and see,
y'all in a different position. For me, I'm running when I'm with people. I'm always with them when they buying it. I take them to the gun show, gun range, or whatever and whatnot. I still let them put their hands on it, rack the slide, see how it feel, function check. So, show them a basic function check and see how they do that before anything, before we even get to even talking about shooting, like stuff like that. Cause Y'all more on my spectrum come from like community work and stuff like that. So the people, they come to me in probably more private sessions, So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to put you on 3-4 different
Hey,
quads like stuff,
Roadblock.
Right.
Got a
Yes,
question
sir.
for you, Roadblock. When you qualify them with 22s, what do you use? Which 22s do you use?
TX22. Taurus
Okay.
TX22.
And
Yes.
see,
Good
this is what
choice,
I do,
Roadblock. Good
and
choice.
I do the same.
That's literally my second favorite 22 besides that FN 502. The FN 502 is the truth.
Well, we can't
I
get
ain't
them here in
going front.
Illinois. Yeah, we
You
can't
can't
get
get
them
it?
in Illinois. No.
Ah, shoot,
No,
man.
we
get
can't
what?
get them here. Now,
can't get
I will go with that. Now, I use a TX22, that Smith & Wesson 22, and then I use the Glock 44, which is a 22. And the reason why
we cannot get that Glock 44 in this area, dude. Like, I've been looking, trying to order. It's nowhere to be found.
You
now,
better with the TX
2.1
anyway.
Yeah, you better off with the TX anyway.
Well,
I
the
love my
reason-
TX, man. That TX22 done ate everything.
Now I'll say the TX22 is a good gun, and the reason why I use 3 different platforms is for the reason of different hand sizes.
You excellent point. Excellent point.
Because some people like the Glock, the Glock 44 is pretty much the same size as a Glock 19. So if people can master that Glock 19 or that Glock 44 grip, and they're a bigger person and they like a bigger gun, then they can transition over to a Glock 19 with no issues.
And that SR22 is more of a small. Say if you were going for like a, I don't know, P365 or something like that, training on that smaller frame.
Yeah. So
And
I have
they
3
run.
different platforms.
What do the ladies in like RGG, like, ask the ladies what's their favorite? What do they carry? Like, is it 380? Do the ladies prefer the 380 or the 9mm? Like,
They
I'm
can
trying
see
to
you.
get.
You just asked him.
Right, they can see you.
Told me to ask him like he was on the line.
Hey, RGG, ask them, do they like?
Yeah, the one. Now I've had a couple people ask me about carrying a 22 and a 380.
I don't recommend the 22.
And I don't recommend the 22. I'm kind of half and half on a 380 based on the climate we live in. We live in Chicago, and some people in the winter times they wear the heavy clothes. A 380 may not penetrate that heavy clothing.
So we know the 380, the projectile is the same as a 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, right? So it's just just the powder. The powder is different. The casing is shorter. Yep. But like you said, like penetrating clothing. Like most people will say, like the 9mm is, oh man, you spitting at people when you got a 9mm. But like most police departments are going to 147 grain, like 135 grain, 147 grain, heavy ass bullet. Like that'll do some damage. The 115 grain, shit, a 95 grain bullet coming out of a 9mm going 2,100 feet per second. That is gonna do some damage.
Well, look, at 10 feet and in Illinois, where we are, at 10 yards and in, I don't think anybody that gets hit with a 9mm is going to say, well, that was soft.
Yeah.
You get hit with a rock and be hurt.
He's like, man, I walked that shit off, man.
And the one thing that trips me out that people say is when they make a statement about, well, that's a woman's gun, but it hits like a man. So I'm telling you.
I mean, you don't want to get shot with nothing.
Right.
I don't care if you got a Ruger Max 22 or whatever.
Yeah, it's no such thing. Now, maybe the color.
Oh.
RGG, you see that from Real Deal?
What did he say?
Drop the link. He said, just want to say something really important and then jump out.
Yeah, I say that all the time, Roadblock. Like, it always bothers me, especially being where I'm from, when somebody talk about what round won't do what.
Right.
And I always ask the simple question: have you been shot with it?
Yep. Show me that wound.
And
right.
How you know? Oh, yeah, I've been shot with that 10, 12 times, never killed me. And then, all right, well,
I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
All right, then you might be right. Maybe we don't need.
You got a point.
Right.
But if you're telling me you ain't been shot with it, don't tell me.
Yep. And I'll be honest with you, that TX-22, 17 rounds?
15, I think.
16. It's 16.
16.
It's 16.
16 plus
16
1. I
plus
love it.
one?
It's one
16
of my
plus 1.
favorite guns.
17.
That gun eats anything.
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 I put rounds in there with lint on it, rusty. That joker run, boy, and
Real
stay
deal. What's
flat.
up?
What a real deal.
Oh, he got whatever BP had earlier.
Stage
That
right.
bad, man. You ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
All
unmute.
right, I can't hear you.
Hey,
Thank you for.
if I could say something real quick, and then I'll
There it is.
jump out. My internet really stinks. Indiana just passed in the Senate. Indiana just passed in the Senate for open carry. So now the governor has to sign it into law. So if you live in Indiana, call the governor and tell him to sign the bill. If you don't live in Indiana, go ahead and still call the governor and tell him to sign the bill. So we need constitutional carry. Thank you for your platform for me to get on my soapbox, RG.
Amen.
Hey,
all right.
I don't know how I feel about
also, my dude at the bottom, I'm sorry, what's your name? What's your name again?
True, what up?
Sean. After he say what he gotta say.
Okay.
What's good, bro?
What's good, man? Chi-Town in the house. You already
Yeah, another Chicago brother. What's to it?
Oh, we're gonna have to build up our New York team
Yeah,
again,
I like
right?
it.
Lord have mercy.
We starting to get
Me
deep.
and Zach, the only ones holding Ohio down, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Where
something
Rodney
right
Brady
now.
at?
Zach don't even represent Ohio. He in New York.
That's where he lived, man. That's where he lived.
Let me say this. First, I'm gonna let my brother speak, but I love when my city in here representing, man. I like that. I started talking a little trash. All right, but go ahead, bro.
I know. So look, y'all brothers making some solid points tonight. I just wanted to reiterate. So when my wife bought her firearm, right? Like the main thing that because there's so much information out here, man. You can get that over analysis paralysis, if you will. So like, after you do your due diligence, you really have to put it on yourself to just go to the range and put the pistol in your hand or whatever platform you're trying to use. Take it out there, like get some rounds through it, see what the recoil feels like, rack the slide, and just be comfortable with that firearm in your hands and in your possession. And then you have to keep in mind, like, how are you going to be transporting it? Like in my wife's case, she's not going to conceal carry. She's just going to probably keep it in the purse or in the trunk or like whatever in the car. So we not worrying about, like a holster, like anything that she has to keep on her person. Is more or less something she could reach in a bag and get along those lines. But even the few firearms that I have, the main thing is, how does it feel in my hands? How comfortable am I when I'm pulling the trigger, or like when I'm aiming at my target? How fast can I get shots down range? And those are the things that really I guess position me in a you can hear something about a certain particular firearm, like for example, I don't know, like HK, and you take it out to the range and you might be trash with it, and then you grab another brand or something else and you're a little bit better with it. So it was a lot of trial and error, like on my part. But the biggest thing is how good does it feel in my hand, and how comfortable am I and confident am I that I can get some shots on my target, like if I need to.
I agree with that. 1,000%. Everything you just said was correct. If you don't mind me asking, what did your wife? What was she more comfortable with first?
So she got that Springfield Armory range officer, that full size 1911.
Yes.
And,
what? Go give her a kiss right now.
And the weight of the frame makes it extremely accurate. So that's something that she feels comfortable, shooting, and I like shooting it too. I mean, it's a fantastic firearm. So I mean, I'm very happy that we have it, and again, I know that if the situation arises and she needs to she puts herself in that position where that happens, I know she can protect herself with it. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. We all just want to make sure we get home safe and protect our loved ones in our, in our personal space. So, I mean, as long as she loves it, I love it. And it works for me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That you surprised me with that gun, but
Yeah,
Question: Does she have her CCW?
Yeah, and like here,
okay.
It's crazy. Like hers actually came before mine did. So and that's always like the topic of conversation because her pistol is actually bigger than the joint that I walk around with. So but it is what it is.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think that was just an interesting. I love that gun. That you just said the guy. I was shocked that the wife picked that out, but I love that 1911. Man. I like.
Hey, listen. What's the name of Magically Me says CCW in California is $735.
I saw that.
What in the hell?
Right.
I don't know.
Everything in California.
Yeah. California got some weird laws, but man, when I was talking to a partner from California yesterday, he was saying that sometimes we get California laws misconstrued. Like it ain't as bad as it always seems from the outside.
We get them what?
Mrs. He used that big word.
We messed him up. Rodney Brady was good, but even here in Illinois, man, we have a lot of weird stuff we have to deal with too. But then when I start hearing about California laws, I realized that it really ain't that bad for us. We wait 3 days, they wait 10.
Because I used to think Chicago was all of Illinois, and then I found out that it wasn't. Like Chicago is Chicago, and that's not even the suburbs of Chicago. It's just Chicago.
Is its own city. Chicago is its own state, man. I mean, pretty much.
I mean, Cook County's their regulations way different from everybody else.
Wow, that's
so
crazy.
Okay. I was in a gun store the other day, and a guy told me, the owner of that gun store was like, the state of Illinois don't have magazine capacity restrictions. There's no magazine capacity restrictions in the state of Illinois, regardless of where you are. If you have a CCW,
so is that for just handguns or is that for anything?
No, I think that I don't think it matters. If you have a CCW, if you got a concealed carry, you don't have a magazine restriction in the state of Illinois.
Hey, RGG.
Yeah, that's dope.
We got to call it right, man. It's a CCL here in Chicago.
Oh, CCL. I'm sorry, man.
Concealed
carry. I'm gonna call it a CC.
Because you know what's crazy? It's interesting that a lot of people get common with certain words or whatever. In certain states, not even to bring up the constitutional carry, certain states don't have different licenses or permits for how you carry. Georgia, for example, you get a weapons license and you can carry it however you feel. In your hat pocket.
But every state is different.
Because Roadblock, we actually have a CHL here in Ohio. We always call it CCW because if you go over into Kentucky actually has a CCW. They have a concealed carry weapons permit.
What does the top of your license say? It says concealed carry permit.
Right, but it's
but that's what it's called. But that's what it's called. But that's what it's called. It's called a C. It's called a concealed carry permit. It's not called a CPL. It's not called nothing else. It's called a concealed. It's not called a concealed pistol permit. It's called a concealed. It's called a CCW.
We know what it means. You can carry your gun.
Right.
Yeah, but most
y'all
people
sound like me trying to say the stuff on both sides of the gun. Y'all sound terrible right now, arguing about what we know what it is.
But every state calls it different.
Brother in here, man.
What up?
New York City, what's up, boy?
I'm chilling,
What's up,
man. I'm not staying long tonight, man. But I'm done. I'm exhausted. But I just want to say what up, RGG, Zach, Billy, Hookah. Nice to see you again, son. Yo, stop scaring us with them new videos, B. I got shook the other day, son. I got stuck with the Noreen, B. I don't know the other brothers, but I just want to say salute, respect, and I'm just studying and learning from everybody right now. Bless up.
My man.
Peace.
Appreciate
All
you.
right.
Respect, my boy.
It's a great brother right there, man.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, man, I mean, we know it's called different things in different areas. So somebody just corrected me and said it's only for handguns here. I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know is the man. I'm telling you what the man told me. I'm not saying that's gospel. I'm just saying that's what he told me.
Yeah, I heard some people talking about that, but I know like before, we wanted to get a larger magazine. You would have to like where I saw you out at Gat Guns or like somewhere like in Lombard or like DuPage County or something. You can go out there and get the bigger magazines. But if they catch you with it in Cook County, it's a wrap. But I'm glad that that at least the handgun magazine restriction got lifted.
Now here it is about about the magazine capacity thing. I have a gun club here in Chicago, and I have a couple of police officers that are part of the gun club, and they don't even know what the ordinance is for the magazine capacity. So for me, if I can carry 12 to 15, that's what I'm
disagree,
carrying.
motorcycle tackle. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah. So some of the police officers don't even know what the ordinance is. Some say 10, some say 12, some say 15. So for me, I'm carrying what my gun fits. Mine fits 12 plus 1, and then I got a 15 round magazine that I carry. So I'm just gonna make sure if I need to use it, I'm using everything I got. I'm not trying to use 10, and I'm using everything I got.
Broken?
That's right.
Yeah.
We had a question he may be able to answer from earlier.
What's that?
About what was the best gun for someone in a wheelchair? The best carry gun for someone in a wheelchair. Somebody asked that earlier. He just came in the room. He would be the expert on that. If he wants to answer that question.
How you doing, brother? First of all, and do you have any insight on that? What would be a good firearm for a person in a wheelchair? I didn't even see that question earlier. And let me apologize to anybody who asked the question.
I don't remember, but it was asked.
It's a lot of comments. I'm getting old. My eyes ain't what they used to be, so I'll be missing it. But yeah, man. I just
Dude Knowledge.
You see Dude Knowledge comment?
Dude Knowledge just commented on the mag capacity, RGG.
Hold on. Where is it?
He said y'all gonna get people thrown the book. There is a mag capacity ban in certain cities or counties depending on where you live in Illinois. Aurora, Illinois has AWB. Same with mag capacity. Same with Cook.
Nah, bro, you gotta show me.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how y'all live.
I know he at FFL. He the real.
It's like sundown towns almost.
Because the process was, if you had, from what I hear, if you got a concealed carry and say I got a Glock 19 with 15 rounds in it, you telling me that when I cross into Cook County, I got to go take 5 rounds out that magazine? That's weird. The law,
that's
the state law.
That's the trap, though.
Everybody does have to realize that when RGG says this, it's what he heard. It's not the truth or the law.
I'm telling y'all, I don't know for sure, but I'm telling you.
So is there a difference between the pistol and the rifle?
So that's what I'm talking about. Pistol. I hope ain't nobody walking around with an AR.
People do that.
I just want to
don't get it.
You in Ohio?
Yeah. I do in my backpack.
Oh
yeah, I know. I'm finna say you walking around Chicago with an AR just out. That's party.
Texas,
I got you,
dude. It wouldn't be a first.
Atlanta Prin, what's up?
What up, Prin?
You say you hope we ain't walking around with a what? You know what's in my backpack, kid?
Oh no, I'm talking about walking around with it out in the opening. We talking about you in Georgia, man.
I just came here. I'm messing with you.
You got great gun laws, man. Texas guys, Hoodneck out there in Texas, and Zach in Ohio, and yeah, man. Listen, God bless y'all, man. We don't have amazing.
Friend, hey, this is what I'm gonna say, man. This is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna slide out of here, man. You carry what's gonna get you home to your family. understand it. You carry what's gonna get you home to your family. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Because
agree
these
with you.
folks ain't out here playing fair. They
Yeah.
don't care. They don't care
You know what
nothing
I'm
about
saying?
no 10-round law at all. You carry what's gonna get you home. Yep, you better get home. And if you get, it don't matter if you get home with a case. You get home.
Yeah, deal with the rest of it later.
Because
Be careful out here.
Rather be judged by
yeah, we'll
12 than
deal with
carried by
we'll deal with the
6.
rest of it later. When I kiss my little girl and say, "Hey, baby, daddy'll be home," daddy coming home. Period.
Yeah.
So,
Friend, I'm trying to get these boys down to Georgia.
y'all come on down here. We'll have a good old time. We'll have a good old time.
Telling you.
We got all the non-California magazines you want.
Yeah.
All right, friend.
All right, OG. I'll check in with you later.
Yes,
Hey, I'm gonna get up out of here too, fellas, but I'll be in the chat.
Appreciate it.
Peace,
All right.
Y'all be easy.
Hey, Roadblock, you had a question for me?
I just wanted to pick your brain after this is over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Instructor.
Yeah,
Come on,
now you're an NRA instructor.
Say that again.
You're an NRA instructor.
Yeah, and I got my USCCA coming up in a couple months.
Yeah.
Now,
What
I'm
you doing in
USCCA myself.
Up in Michigan.
Okay. Yeah. See,
I'd
now
love to go
they got a gun club up in Michigan. See, in Ohio, where I'm at, like I'm literally trying to galvanize everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is just kind of scattered.
What
So,
galvanized? What that?
bring together, come together.
Okay.
Bring
I
together, come
like
together.
to be on my live and get confused when somebody uses a word, and I really didn't know what it was. Thank you, brother, for clearing that up.
I just want to bring folks together because I would say Michigan is more together than we are, like around Toledo area, Cleveland. And what I'm trying to do is just get a mass conglomerate of brothers and sisters to come together and mob out, do training, do all of this stuff. It's very hard. It's just very hard to get that. So, I mean, that's just basically what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to start a movement up here. Like what you doing on here, and then you going out, RGG, we doing the Nashville, doing all that. I'm trying to just get something smaller around here because when I tell you I had this AR class on Saturday, I had about 8-9 brothers come in. They didn't know anything about the rifle that they had. They didn't know shit. They didn't know how to take it down. They didn't know how to clean it. They didn't know the parts. They didn't know anything. So this is what I'm trying to bring to them. Like, hey, we need to do more. We gotta do more because when you go out and to the country and the folks out there, they got 13, 14, 15 rifles, 308s, 338 Napuas. They got all kind of stuff. They know everything about that shit. And I want us there. And then I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
It's hard, man. It's hard. I understand. I understand that.
Come on, man, Zach. Let's go, man. You got Southern Ohio. I got Northern Ohio. Let's go. Let's bring it together.
Hey, if y'all able to, like on some free game stuff, if y'all able to, please become a USCCA instructor. Like on the business side, as an instructor, there's nobody out there that's gonna benefit you more than them. Like I'm telling y'all that from experience, for real, for real. Everybody's really trying to do something to extend, like something serious.
They're real good.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's on the hood.
Black men, like for real, like
I'm in hood. I'm telling you, man, the NRA class is so trash, and I hate teaching it. I have literally RGG. I literally have my own class before the NRA class because the NRA class is a basic pistol course. That's all it is.
I don't want to confuse the people with the NRA class. I get what you're saying, though. Me and you, we could chop it up about that.
Copy that.
But
all instructors. If you an instructor, you know.
But I gotta address dude knowledge though, because my boy just texted me and said, look up McDonald versus State of Illinois. There's no magazine restriction. She won the case and changed the law.
Oh shit! That's what's up.
Also, I want to throw something out there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And he just sent me an email anyway. But go ahead. What you had to say? Go ahead. Throw it out there.
I was just interested, not negative opinions or whatever, but what's stopping anybody from being a NAGA instructor?
NAGA, okay.
NAGA's in here.
So I'm part of.
So they have instructors. They have their own instructors.
No. I am a member of the NAGA chapter. I'm the tactical advisor for the NAGA chapter in Toledo, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm on the youth committee.
Oh, exactly. So what we have to do with NAGA is we have to get the curriculum for whatever we teach approved by the state. That's the only thing that you have to do. Like the NRA, their curriculum is universal for the foremost, and they were what they were for so long because they were approved by all of the states that accepted CCW. USCCA is coming to the forefront now because NRA has its issues right now legally and with the government and stuff like that. So USCCA is in the forefront. So now we got to get NAGA to be their curriculum to be accepted as a curriculum, acceptable curriculum for whatever state that you're in, pretty much.
You gotta get more numbers though.
You got to get more numbers, and it's hard, man. It's hard.
It's just a time thing.
Is it getting more numbers of instructors?
No, members.
You gotta have something to take to the state. You know, you gotta look at your state population. You gotta look at how many your gun, like how many gun holders and stuff like that. It's more than We probably wish you could just do it.
Now, to be a part of NAGA, you have to have your own like gun club or something like that, and then
no.
Okay.
It's just like the NRA. It's just like the USTCA. You pay a fee, and you are a member.
If you would like to start your own chapter, you just reach
you can
out.
start your own chapter. It just has to get approved. That's all it is.
I got
you. Yeah.
But most it's normally in most cities. Like Detroit has one, Lansing has one, Toledo has one, Cleveland has one. I don't know about Dayton, Zach.
There's not any down here in Dayton.
There's not.
Yeah,
you the man.
I think here in Illinois, I think it's the 761st. I'm a gun club. I think they're a part of NAGA here in Illinois.
So ours is called the Deacons for Defense. Ours is that's the name of the NAGA chapter here in Toledo, Deacons for Defense.
So what I'm gonna bring NAGA on here. Hopefully real soon if we can get, maybe the president of NAGA or Kia, who's in the chat right now. We'll get somebody on here that can, get us more information in regards to NAGA as well. So, man, this been a great live, man. We done went over the 2 hours faster than I expected. It was a lot of information, a lot to gather. Thank all the people that visited this channel for the first time tonight. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Kia want to come in.
Kingdom Defense. Cleveland doesn't have one anymore.
So many new people that came through here tonight, and I appreciate you all, man. Again, I need to shout out my brother, man, Lead Farmer 73, and everybody who came over from the Greenhouse Lounge, man. So many new subs on my channel. So many people have been showing me love in the comments and all of that. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to do my best to get back to each one of you guys' comments. Give me some time because it was a bunch of them. But I can't say thank you enough. One thing for certain, none of these channels mean nothing without supporters. So people that support the channel, man, I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. And I'll keep trying to bring, content as much as I can. Keep doing these lives and keep trying to put information out here. For Nashville, Tennessee.
Woo!
It's a sold out event. It's going to be crazy.
I can't wait.
We're just trying to get the word around the community to make it, just to let everybody know that it's legit and we have arrived. There's going to be something special with Range Day and the RGAs, which is our first annual award show for content creators in the 2A community. So it's going to be something. It's going to be a weekend to remember, man. We're going to make history.
Hey, RGG. Hey, I got something that's coming up in June for our Illinois people at Buffalo Range. So we need to get together and talk about that.
Well, invite me, my brother. I will come out.
Oh yeah,
let me know. Hit me up, man.
I'm only 4 hours. I'm only 4 hours.
He said Illinois people, bro.
No, well,
you got,
and friends, the ones who we
oh,
invite.
he could come. Okay, because man, when you said Illinois, hey, bro, look, it is what it is, man. No,
well, look, we'll let the Illinois guy get dibs first.
There you go. let me bring Kia in from Naga because somebody made some Naga statements. Miss Naga, Miss Kia.
Hi, gentlemen.
Miss G.
Mrs. G, the DMV Bison. Thank you. I just want to explain that first. My YouTube name was Mrs. G, and my Instagram is the DMV Bison. And since I started becoming a little bit more public, I decided to make everything seamless. So now I'm just going by the DMV Bison. But my name is Kia Glenn. I am the National Media Manager for NAGA. So I have just a little bit of information. Just a little.
Give us a little bit there. Give us a little bit.
So what you need to know.
So
I saw a lot of ish talking in the comments.
Well, I didn't see that today. But no, I think some people are, which we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a live on NAGA. I think it's
we are.
Absolutely.
We are.
But we could touch on it a little bit. Briefly, can you explain what NAGA is for those that don't know?
Okay, we are the National African American Gun Association. We have over 100 chapters across the United States and about 40 states. And we have 40,000 members or so on the books. The whole purpose of the organization is to focus on firearms training and education. We do not worry about your political views because we have everything that, spans the gamut. We agree on the Second Amendment rights. That's what we focus on. And we also work heavily in our own communities and our respective chapters to focus on whatever challenges are going on in that area.
Okay. That sounds good. And what were we talking about? Like people that may want to be a member of NAGA, or you got instructors that want to start their own chapter. How does that process work?
Okay, so let me try to do a quick speed run.
NAGA instructors
Yes.
too.
Okay. Well, let me get to that first. If you want to become a member, it's $39 for single, $59 for couples, and you go to naga.co, not MCOM, but CO, and you can sign up. Then you can become a general member. I would strongly suggest that you join a local chapter because you get a lot of expertise in terms of training and education from our instructors. Our instructors are primarily USCCA and NRA certified instructors. We just started many months ago a NAGA certified instructor course. We just brought on a national director of training. He is in the process of building a curriculum so that it can make sense, to make a long story short. That will not start up again until maybe second or third quarter of this year. And we have a lot of people who are in queue waiting to get certified, but there have to be standards that would allow you to even become get in that program. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
So I think, thank you. You did that. You said a lot in a short amount of time right there. We'll get a lot more information on NAGA, guys, because I think it's important.
It is important.
We need to get that out there more. Shout out to Kia for real, because she's been nothing but helpful to me. So I want to be able to help her as much as I can.
Thank you.
Going forward with my platform as well. Shout out to everybody that's been in this chat all night. Roadblock, thank you for all the info. Cobble Sports, man, I didn't know you were here in Chicago, brother, but great to meet you now, man. And I look forward to meeting you in person. Hookah hung out with us all night. Ain't say a word, but that was powerful.
That was powerful.
I know he was thinking. Shout out to Billy. My Fly family, man, for all you do too, brother Zach, my main man. You know, we're gonna do this again Thursday night, guys. Come back. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun on Thursday night because we're gonna do Rate Supporters Guns Cerakote edition. So people gonna send in pictures of their Cerakoted firearms, and we're gonna rate them. We're gonna say if they fire or water. So you'll be able to email the pictures of your firearms in, and then we're gonna talk about it. So that should be a lot of fun on Thursday night. So that's the next time I'll be live, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, man. Anybody got anything else before I go?
I do.
Nope.
Put them else up.
What do you
I
got?
do.
What
I
you
want
got?
people to follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you back. If you need to send me a DM, that would be good. You know how you get all those weird sex people talking about, ooh, come in. That's
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
It's a 2A channel, Miss G. I don't know nothing about no weird sex people. All I know about is guns.
All those
She
Russian
said weird
brides
sex
and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. You got me right there. Whoa,
There's just been this influx
there's
of
always
like
a
people
moment in
with
every live, ain't it, y'all?
no, but there's like they DM you and it's a man's name, but then when you read the message, it's some woman's picture and oh, I'm so sexy, baby, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all are real desperate.
That's the feds right there. Don't fall for it. Them the feds.
Yeah,
That's
you might
some
be on the
crazy
wrong, you might be
stuff.
on the wrong Instagram or something.
Right.
No.
She on
But no,
Pornhub
just
or something.
send me a DM and let me know that you are from this particular community. If you have any questions, I'll direct you to a chapter leader, a certified instructor. I will do my best to help you. You can belong to, our organization and other organizations. We just want you to help your community. That's all. Help your community. We are unapologetically Black, but we do accept people from all races. We focus on what we need to do to equip our people. That's it.
I'm out, yo.
Hey, Hookah, thank you, brother.
All right,
I'll talk to
Hookah.
you. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
So yeah, y'all could go follow Kia at the DMV Bison. I think Carmen Q posted the link actually.
She did.
So
She
it's in the
posted
chat.
Thank you, my sister.
Instagram.
Can't wait to give you a big old hug in person.
Yes.
And then
She's awesome. She's
up there too.
awesome.
So if anybody wants to go check out NAGA, we dropped the website link also.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So
And we are here for
set
y'all.
up. Let's get this set up. Let's get this NAGA night set up.
I will do that.
And
I will
we'll
do
make
that.
that happen in the near future as well.
Okay, awesome. I
So
see
that's it.
people
Hood Neck,
following
you
me.
want to tell people where they can go follow you at, my brother?
Oh, y'all can go follow me on Instagram at hoodneck_, YouTube, Hoodneck TV. Got some stuff coming up, some real special stuff coming up that y'all might like. So check me out.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all definitely gonna like Hood Neck. What you seeing right now is a watered down version of this brother. He is a black cowboy, but a different kind. You got to understand what Hood Neck mean. That's like the hood mixed with the red. It's a long. I'm gonna bring him back on the show. We're gonna chop it up. That's my guy. Roadblock, I appreciate everybody, man. But I'm gonna get out of here because I
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
It's 9:18. I got about 45 more minutes to be woke. So
Hey, listen.
I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm up. Shit.
If there's anybody in the chat, in the comments or whatever, that's not subscribed to a regular gun guy, please let's get this man to 10,000 before the week is over.
Subscribe, man.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
See, I always put myself last. I got to stop doing that.
And
So
tell a friend, man. Tell a preferred friend.
If you haven't subscribed. I'm about 70 subs away from 10,000 people. That's a lot for me.
All right, we
He's gonna give away something. He's gonna give away something nice.
Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna give away something nice, man. I'm gonna do it right.
Get him a 10K
Roadblock
tonight. He owe me a
63.
milkshake. Get him a 10K tonight. He owe me a milkshake. Let's go.
Strawberry milkshake. Oh, listen.
Roadblock
Also,
63, Instagram, YouTube. Hit me up.
Yes, sir. Where can they follow you, Roadblock? I'm sorry, brother.
Instagram, Roadblock 63. YouTube,
going there right
Roadblock
now.
63.
Okay, my man. All right. If
Yeah,
anybody
and,
got any questions before I go, that would
yeah,
be
they
a
can
great
hit me. Okay.
Where you at, Kyle?
Go ahead.
I will
Yeah.
post the link one last time for anybody, any of you guys who
Hit me
who
up.
listening tonight that may have a question. I will absolutely answer it right now. I'll give because this is a good time to come in if you needed to.
Kia, I got
Okay,
a question for
but
you.
look for me.
Yes, sir.
You got do you need do you have? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Hold your thoughts, Zach. You
Okay.
got anywhere people can follow you?
Yeah. Yep. It's
What's your social, man? Now's the time.
It's 20 Kaba 20 Kaba 21. It's the IG at 20 Kaba 21.
At 20 Kaba 21, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Yep. At
KABA.
KABA 21.
Audio.
KABA 20 Kaba.
We hear you.
21.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. All right.
Y'all get it?
Hey, we'll link up. I want to pick your brain about these classes too.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no
always
doubt.
looking for good info. I'm always looking for good info, man. Always.
Same here, man.
Thank you,
Yep.
man. Hey, we all we
Hey,
got. So y'all better remember.
before we go, also, Zach, Fat Guy with Guns, he's doing a giveaway tomorrow.
I forgot.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zach.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, 7:30 on my channel. We're gonna be doing a live. We're gonna be doing the 1,000 sub giveaway. So just come
I'll
on
be
through.
there.
We ain't gonna be
I'll
there that
be there.
long because
What's
I
your
don't do
channel?
long lives.
What's your
Fat
channel?
guy with guns. That's the channel. Fat guy.
And I put it.
So
and
listen,
I put a rival. And I put a rival on layaway. Ooh.
If you go to Fat Guy with Guns right now, he's got a video up. That's
1,000 subs.
1,000 sub giveaway.
1,000 sub giveaway.
If you go to that video and comment, "I
Right.
love guns," you will be entered into that giveaway. And he's giving away a biometric gun safe.
Yes, I am.
So, that's when you open it with the fingerprints. For anybody that's slow like me, I have to explain it. It's a biometric gun safe that you open with your fingerprint.
Man, that's when the gun
Giving
snobs.
one of those away tomorrow on his live. So definitely go check my bro out. Fat Guy with Guns.
7:30.
7:30 Central. Listen,
No,
it's more than one
7:30
time
Eastern.
zone, sir.
7:30 Eastern.
Okay,
7:30
7:30 Eastern time. This kid, you came back. You okay?
Yeah, I'm back. I got this new iPhone and it's all jacked up. Sorry.
iPhone is trash.
We thought you
Oh,
tripped.
man.
We thought you tripped and fell or something.
Nah.
No, I wanted to ask you, Kia. I wanted to
I-
ask you because you said that someone's developing the training plan.
Yes.
Is that Akil Kadar that's doing
No. His name is Mylarell Anderson.
that? Okay.
Okay. He's a USCCA, NRA, and NAGA certified.
Okay, good. I want to know.
I need that curriculum as soon as possible because I need to take that class.
Well, just hit me up. Y'all can email me at Naga. So let me give you my email address. It's so simple. kia@naga.co. No M. Kia like the car. KIA at naga.co. I will do anything
what's
to
the
help
cost?
you guys because what's the cost? I am not sure.
It don't matter. I don't even care.
Oh, it's free for the first one that
Yeah, he
asks the
got
cost,
plenty of
right?
money, kid. He don't care how much it costs.
No, don't do that. I'm just saying that's
You
a
said it. I
necessity.
didn't. I'm just kind of
Hey,
following up.
can we put the classes on layaway?
No, I don't know.
You can't. Dang it.
You on the channel. I am the layaway killer, guys. For those of you who don't know, if you got any layaway questions, you can ask me that. I bet you I'm the best at that one.
Well, the first step is to actually join NAGA. If you're NAGA, that's good.
I'm
join
NAGA.
a chapter. Yes, you are. So just
I'm
literally email me and just everybody hit me up. Remind me about you're with RGG.
Thanks, Triple.
Any friend of RGG is a friend of mine.
Use the code RGG. I'm getting used to saying that. Just like
RGG sent me. RGG sent me.
You see how she said it? You could tell she say this a lot. Yeah, it's Kia like the car at Naga.
I know it's real.
Because you always get, hey Tia, hey Mia. No, it's never Kia. It's always anything but. So Kia like the car. Kia at naga.co.
One last shameless plug. If anybody's going to Optics Planet to buy any type of accessories or anything, you can use code RGG. Matter of fact, you can see it. Matter of fact, it's in the chat right here. I just put it up on the screen. You can save 10% at Optics Planet, Bravo Concealment, and Global Ordnance if you go to regulargunguy.com and click on those links. So
That
if you
boy
got
moving up.
any of those places,
Ooh, look at
That
him,
boy
man.
moving up.
I'm working out here, man. I'm working.
I like
All right?
it, man. That,
All
hey,
right, you on
I'm
fries
working.
now? You working?
Hey,
You on fries now?
That he was at
He was
shot
washing
show
lettuce.
swinging on poles, boy.
Yes, he was
Then you
washing
gonna
lettuce.
give me his code.
I was definitely at Shot Show swinging on poles. Yeah, that's right. I was out there working in Vegas, boy.
boy.
There you go.
That was a good one, kid. Now he's on fries.
You see how I ignored Kia, right? Y'all saw that? All right. But look, man, everybody have a good night. I'm out. I was trying to wait to see if anybody else had any questions, man. I appreciate all of y'all.
One more quick thing, if I can. Everybody, let me ask you a quick question. Let me
Whenever he say that,
right,
you got 3 hours in front of you when he say that.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Everybody go to aregulargunguy.com, cast your
Yes.
votes,
Yes.
please. The categories are out, all 15. If I'm right, all 15 categories are up there.
I think it's 14, but yes, all the categories
14.
are up.
My Fly
15.
Family is up for Chat Room Goon. Go ahead, lock that in, lock that in, lock that in.
Shameless plug.
Make sure y'all vote for
Shameless
me
plug.
for the best 2A live stream.
That's right.
I need to take that home.
That would be a shame.
It
If
would
you
be a
didn't.
shame. I lose that. I ain't going live no more. All right, y'all. Thank y'all, man. Hey, Billy, thank you, man, because I sure be forgetting to plug everything. I'm still learning, y'all.
Thank you, bro. I totally forgot about it, man. Thanks.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, is that it, Billy? You got another quick question?
I think we good.
Come on, RGG salesman. Come on. It's late.
Take yourself inside.
You're about to get in trouble, man. Get on.
Right, you got to get in trouble.
We can't have it on YouTube. I don't want to see you get beat up on YouTube live.
I got to
All
give
right,
them a
everybody
follow.
have a good night, man. I will talk to everybody that I talk to outside of YouTube later, and I will see you guys in the next live chat on Thursday night.
Peace,
All right. I'm going to go follow everybody that followed me.